of my life. I was born, everybody loved me, but everyone I love abandoned me. Light in my area. What a megalomania would lead me in time will free me. When life isn't meant to be. Sometimes I wished I got it all for free. Wish it all the time. Sometimes I wished there better be somebody keep an eye on me before I go. Open your eyes and see the skies. Nobody can offer you all the things you want. I feel it, I just reach out 'cause I have all I need. I feel it, I just reach out 'cause I'm in love. I love what I need. I love what I feel. I love what I I have something to decide. Don't want to live forever. I will surely die. My life's kind of in the ride. Don't want to be ungrateful. It's just that I don't dare to open my eyes and see the skies. Nobody can offer you all the things you want.
Nelly.
Do you believe in me? Please don't mind my melody. This is the story of my life. I was born, everybody loved me, but everyone I love abandoned me. Light in my area. What a megalomania will lead me in time will free me. When life isn't meant to be. Sometimes I wish I got it all for free. Wish it all the time. Sometimes I wish there better be somebody keep an eye on me before I go. Open your eyes and see the skies. Nobody can offer you all the things you want. I feel it, I just reach out dying. Sometimes I wish there better be somebody keeping an eye on me before I go. Open your eyes and see the skies. Nobody can offer you all the things you want. I just wish I was I have something to decide. Don't want to live forever. I will surely die. My life's kind of in the right. Don't want to be ungrateful. It's just that I don't dare to open my eyes and see the skies. Nobody can offer you all the things you
Nelly.
Do you believe in me? Please don't mind my melody. This is the story of my life. I was born, everybody loved me. But everyone I love abandoned me. Right in my area. What a megalomania would lead me in time will free me. When life isn't meant to be.
Nelly.
Sometimes I wished I got it all for free. Wish it all the time. Sometimes I wished there better be somebody keeping an eye on me before I go. Open your eyes and see the sky.
All right. Hey, everybody. How's it going? Sorry about the
Hey.
delay. Hopefully everybody enjoyed the video of Nelly barking at wanting some food with Air Twister's title screen music playing behind it.
Oh, she was barking because she wanted food?
Oh, yeah. She's like, she always just like stays there like when we're eating. And she's like, looks at us. And if we don't acknowledge her, she will bark a little bit. That's the two ways to get some, like a reaction out of her is either to not look at her when she's making noise, when she's like, trying to get your attention, or to like just like look directly at her and like not do anything, just like make eye contact with her and don't say anything. You just like look at her, and she'll eventually kind of get agitated.
Well, I know how to get a reaction out of Sandy. It's
And she's like, yeah, okay.
Yeah. See.
Oh,
I'm okay.
so I'm gonna play some Air Twister tonight.
Come say hello. Come say hello.
This was a code sent by Strictly Limited Games, and it was mainly because I reached out and asked if I could play it on stream, because I had played this on the mobile version, which like on Apple Arcade, briefly. You know, it's a Yu Suzuki game that's, you know, going back to you know, like a rail shooter type game, and it's okay. It's okay. We'll go through it, but
yeah. Well, you know, I was gonna say I've got it pre-ordered, so this stream may determine whether I keep.
I thought I'm surprised it hasn't shipped for you. I think that it's out. I think it came out on the 10th.
Well, on Amazon it says the release date's like December 8th or something.
Oh. Okay. Well, either way, you know, it started out as a mobile game, and that's pretty obvious. It's definitely just going back to, like, you know, the weirdness of Space Harrier. Like, the enemies are very, very similar.
Or it just doesn't make sense.
Try too loud. If try is too loud, I can lower that a teeny little bit.
I am on my new computer.
Yes.
So I it's possible my audio settings might not be what they ought to be. I don't know whether I should change something on my end, or of course should change something on his end.
Well, I mean, I lowered you a touch, but yeah, it should be okay.
All right. Well, let us know if anything is problematic. Of course, I've got my dynamic speaking voice.
Yeah.
That I can't do much about. Regardless, I do have a compressor on, so
yeah. Well, we'll see.
Oh yeah, the Alan Wake 2 voucher. Yeah, so I didn't. So Henry Clark, I see he's in the chat. He helped me a lot picking the parts. And 4090s just don't exist right now. Like they did a few weeks ago, and now they're just gone. And I was kind of not real keen on spending 4090 prices on Sandy stuff.
Hang on, really quick. So I did start this a couple days ago, and I've like unlocked a couple little things, but I've only played to like level 6 total. So you start over from the beginning every time. I just want to take a minute to read this hilarious story text. Okay.
Okay.
All right. At the exit of a white hole, extra-dimensional space called air froth out in bubbles. The queen bubble, a giant bubble that encapsulated and protected the many-faceted air, was burst asunder with the flash emergence of the needles.
Whoa,
with their refuge lost, the needles eroded the air to the verge of extinction. Arch, a descendant of the royal family that once protected the air, puts her faith in legend knowing that she must raise the banner of resistance alone against the needles. Legend says that when the queen bubble is lost, if the royal family justly wields the air-mastering Air Twister powers, together with the power to restore the 4 royal guardians, the queen bubble will be regenerated and life breathed into the air again.
Do you understand anything you just read?
No. I mean, this is the first time I've read it out loud, and it makes even less sense saying it out loud than it did just reading it in my mind. I mean, there's just no way that an actual human being wrote that, right? I just don't even like someone said when I posted a picture of it in the Discord, someone said, you know, like if there was ever an argument for AI writing, I feel like it almost feels AI written.
So basically, someone brought up ChatGPT and said, write a write the story for a spiritual successor to Space Harrier that isn't Space Harrier.
Yeah. And that's what
it
it
is. Total nonsense, just like Space Harrier.
Yes. Okay, so I've unlocked some stuff here, some different outfits and stuff, and different hairstyles. No equipment, but I got like all kinds of different clothes, and I feel like
wow, that
like,
world map, I gotta say.
You gotta say what? That it doesn't look good?
Yeah.
Well, this adventure map, no, this is like the unlockables. It's just like the things you can unlock.
Okay, I guess.
And there's a lot of extra stuff, and I haven't really done it yet.
My stream is a bit behind.
Yeah. So we're gonna go ahead and save the planet here. I mean, it's a nice looking game. So it plays like Space Harrier in that you shoot, but it also has like a Panzer Dragoon-esque lock-on. That if you don't shoot, you shoot out like multiple lock-on lasers.
Mm. Yeah, I mean this opening area. I mean, this is not bad.
It's a good looking game. You know, I was talking to Joe from GameStack about this because he said that he has it coming. Apparently, like Strictly Limited is sending him a copy, but he hasn't heard or seen anything of it, so he's going in completely
interesting,
completely blind. So it's going to be interesting to see what he thinks about it. But it also got me thinking about how, you know, we're kind of in this weird situation with like old, like I think like Sega developers. And it makes me think of like George Lucas and Peter Jackson, where they get like too taken by the technology and they can't like reel it in, and they lose like their touch, I guess. And maybe with Yu Suzuki it's been slowly happening over a long time, but it kind of feels like that is the case with this too, where they just, you know, trying to go back to the well of like something that they're known for, but it still kind of gets away from them.
Well, and also I think there's something to be said for, you know, there's probably a lot of things that maybe, you know, I think about this a lot because, you know, I've not watched a lot of that guy Nerl. I've not watched a lot of his videos, but like one I think of back to a lot is his video where he, you know, kind of deconstructs why the 3DS version of Majora's Mask is so bad.
Right. And,
you know, he said something to the effect of, you know, you get the impression from, you know, interviews with Eiji Aonuma that, you know, maybe he was a bit like embarrassed about certain aspects of the game or, you know, things like that. And some of those things were actually qualities that made the game stand out. It made it so unique and interesting and made it what it is, right?
Yeah.
And, you know, so when you change some of those aspects, it kind of takes something away. And, you know, it was kind of he said, you know, some of it, or in some variation of these words, you know, he basically said that, you know, it's maybe kind of a case of, you know, the artist not really understanding their art, right? So, you know, in a case like this where he's, you know, trying to go back to Space Harrier, you know, maybe he doesn't understand all of the reasons that it took off, right?
Right.
Or that it's so beloved by a lot of people.
Yeah.
Not that I think this. I think this looks totally fine. Yeah. I mean,
my main issue is that it feels really slow.
Well, that's actually what I was about to say. Like,
and there is apparently a turbo mode that you will eventually unlock. So I'm curious what that's like.
Because like, I feel not so much Space Harrier, but especially Afterburner. Like, I don't really like how fast Afterburner moves. Like, in reality, the gameplay of Afterburner is not that fast, but it, like, tricks you into thinking it's super fast because of how fast the ground moves.
Yeah.
And I find it to be kind of distracting and disconcerting. Not so much Space Harrier, but I actually kind of like the chill pace of this. I could see that.
I mean, it's a one-button game, but I don't know. Like, so going kind of back to that, like the thought I was having, and it got me thinking about how I think that Yuzo Koshiro really has it right, where he is like using like all the stuff that he's learned over the years to like make a Mega Drive game.
Right.
With Eartheon that's coming out. And I think that's a really cool thing, and I think that maybe what these, you know, I mean, it's too late for Yuji Naka, but like maybe what he needed was like a limitation.
Yeah.
Like to get back to, you know, feel excited and passionate about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, I think that limitations like go a long way to, you know, kind of breed creativity.
right.
Like that's why I think it's really cool that like the next Shantae game is going to be the unfinished GBA game, because you know you have to design a new game like around, you know, certain limitations. I think that can be really interesting.
Yeah, and I think that it's good for what they want to do. You know what I mean? It's just good. It like having those limitations. You know, you learn to work within that, and you narrow your scope when you have to. And I think
Yes.
that's maybe something that could probably not that. I mean, this is a lot more narrow than say like Shenmue, for sure.
Yeah.
I know that, but I mean, it's like I said, it's all right. It's not a disaster by any means. I think it's pretty.
I see no reason here for me to get rid of my pre-order. I mean, I think it looks pretty solid.
Yeah, I mean that is exactly it.
But I mean, you also have to keep in mind, like you are like a Space Harrier super fan. Like
Right,
I mean,
right.
There are few people in the world who hold Space Harrier as high in their gaming pantheon.
I'm sure there's like plenty of people that
I'm
do.
sure there are, but relatively, I mean, you know, the number of people who like the height of their gaming pantheon is like some Mario or Zelda game, are much more numerous than someone like you. Is all I'm saying.
Yeah, I know.
And
I'm
I'm not saying that as a good thing or a bad thing. I'm just saying it is a somewhat more unique pick, and I think that's okay.
I know that someone was asking about the music. Is this music part of the game? And it is. I like that is one of the things that I think is the most interesting about it. Like, love it or hate the music, like he wanted to do something different, and it's
Who did the music?
it's this band called Valencia, and it's kind of like it sounds very much like Queen, the band Queen.
Before I get to the first super chat here, a bit ago I saw that there was Zach Shogren was asking, had a question about the PS2 power supply video, and I don't know if this is anything you would know anything about, because I don't know anything about like the aftermarket N64 power adapters, but he was saying he has an N64 with the Renew 64 power supply replacement.
Oh yeah, I have no idea.
He was wondering it. I mean, I don't know anything about that myself. I don't know if anyone in the chat is familiar, and if they know whether there is a configuration you could use with the PS2 Slim power supply to do that. I don't know.
Idea.
I've always had the official ones, so for N64, never had an issue with them. So I've never yet needed a reason to try out the aftermarket ones.
Yeah.
But there was a 2 Canadian super chat from Waifu for Life saying, "Welcome to the fancy zone. Get ready."
Heck yeah.
Speaking
And this it just says
waifu,
save the planet.
Speaking of waifu for life, the stream for the Backloggery tomorrow is a directorship for Hollow Cure, which
Oh, that's like
it's a Vampire Survivors like.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sephi wanted us to do a directorship for that, which I have no idea what to expect from
Yeah. The thing is,
I feel like me and Drum are going to be old men, very confused. I mean, I think it's like it's a fan game. Like it's like not like it's based on some like I think it's like VTubers or
oh really?
I don't know if it's VTubers. It's something like that. Or it's like all this like I think there's like all this lore about VTubers or something.
Than Vampire Survivors. I mean, like saying saying it's a fan game as if like that makes it somehow like maybe not as impressive as Vampire Survivors. It's like kind of
what I mean is it's a fan game. Like I don't whatever the.
Yeah, I get it. I just I like the idea.
I don't think it's.
Oh well, it's just a fan game of like Vampire Survivors is like. It's like
Vampire Survivors is a Castlevania fan game.
What?
Vampire Survivors is a Castlevania fan game.
Yes. Someone was asking about the goose that I was riding. On the back of, I was riding on the back of that goose, like when I was fighting the last boss. One of my favorite things to think about when I think about this game is on the insert credit show, the podcast. They called this game when it was first revealed. They called it Panzer Dragoose, which I think is a great name for it. That
is a great name.
And I feel like that's like a better name than Air
I can
Twister.
hear those words coming out of Tim Rogers' mouth.
Yeah,
right.
I mean, don't you feel like that would be a better name than Air Twister? They probably get in trouble for it, but
it's probably only a better name because it's not the actual name, and if it was the actual name, it wouldn't be nearly as funny. Panzer Dragoose.
Yeah.
Riding that goose.
I think there was one more that.
Yeah. There was a 5 Canadian from Sebastian. Thank you. Saying, have you tried the Tier Ring Saga games on PS1/2? I believe they are Fire Emblem clones, but they have fan translations.
Huh.
I'm familiar with the name, but I have not tried them.
I know the name also.
I want to say if I'm thinking of the right series, I want to say it was like actually from like a former intelligence systems employee, like who was like one of the main, if not the main creator of the original Fire Emblem.
Oh dang!
I think there is some PS1 game that's that, and I think that's the. Yeah, that's definitely something I should try someday. Not that I don't have like a bunch of Fire Emblem games that I still need to get to. I still need to play Three Houses and what's the new one? Engage.
Flying on this elephant this time. Flying on Dumbo with wingers.
Yeah, I mean, seeing you fly on something else kind of makes me sad that maybe the name Panzer Dragoose is only relevant for a small portion of the game.
Yeah. I don't know how many levels there are though, but you can't quit and come back later, as far as I know. So
do you have like limited lives?
Yeah, well, you definitely have limited continues, but you use those stars that I'm getting to buy stuff on that map, and one of those things are like more continues and different modes and different levels and stuff like that. There's a whole lot of unlockables. That's what I'm trying to say. I mean, look at
I noticed that there's
like,
some
feel like they're straight out of, like they're like, we got to make something as close as possible to Space Harrier. Even like the bullets are the same, but those things are like straight out of Space Harrier.
I like the motion blur they've got going on.
Yeah,
like it's it adds a sense of heft.
Yeah. Somebody had mentioned that this was on Apple Arcade, and I had played it when it was first released on there, and it didn't run great. So this is definitely like a stable 60.
You played on your phone or like Apple TV or?
I tried it on both, and it was like it stuttered a bit. As to be expected, especially if you're playing in 4K. But this is quite a bit better. But there's a Switch version. I don't know how that's supposed to run. But I'm specifically with the knowledge of the Apple TV and how it ran on there. I was like, I definitely want the PS5 version because it will probably run better. It does have a mobile app feel to it, Samstad. It looks like it,
I do like motion blur.
Like I'm flying on this winged trout. It's a trout. Look at that. It's a trout bird. It's like Billy Bass. It's like a Billy Bass.
Look at that.
I know, right? Of all the things that
That's great.
Yeah, someone should make a Billy Bass that what it does is it does like a song from this game. You know what I'm talking about, the Billy Bass.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm talking about, right? When I say that, you've seen those bass.
Like the mounted fish that like
it will turn you and sing that "Take Me to the River" song.
Yeah,
That's what it does. Like you've seen them, like they were.
Oh yeah, like Cracker Barrel and stuff.
Yeah, it's one of those things.
Yeah, I'm just one of those things. But yeah, I do like motion blur. I mean, sometimes it can be a little heavy when it's tied to the camera. I don't necessarily mind it, but it's especially it's motion blur on objects. The per object motion blur that I really like. Like it just it adds quite a bit of realism, I think, to motion and stuff.
Eagle bass dragoose. It's an eagle bass. Eagle bass. I like that.
I mean, I wonder how many more weird flying things you're going to come across. I mean, I don't know if you can top a flying fish.
Yeah, well, we're gonna find out. We got a cutscene here. Lots of enemies coming at me. I got that flying lizard, the flying bird trout, the flying elephant, and the goose. The enemy attacks grow ever fiercer. It looks like things are gonna get tougher now. Oh, Moai.
I mean, I can't imagine it's a very long game.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, Space Harrier was 18 levels.
Yeah, but they're really short.
That's true.
It is surprisingly long.
Wait, what is? Someone said that this is surprisingly long.
No, I said Space Harriers.
Oh.
Surprising. Oh, there's the Moai heads.
Yeah, on a level called Moai.
Whoa.
No, I mean, let me just see how well I do.
Yeah.
If I don't beat it by the end of the stream, then you can tell me how many levels are. Or if I
bet you.
If,
I bet you will.
Yeah. Like sometimes when we're playing games on the stream, I don't mind like finding out how many levels there are. If there's like 8 levels or something like that. But I try to like not even look up.
Because if you're just looking forward to it being done, then what do you even do?
Yeah. I mean, that's obviously something that happens a lot. But
Bowie wants to know, is this HDR? I mean, it's obviously not
it
HDR,
is not HDR
on the stream. Does it even support HDR?
no, because I have my
I wouldn't.
I have my PS5 to only use HDR when it's supported, and it goes off.
Yeah, well, I mean, if it was designed for phones first, I think it makes sense that HDR would not have been a priority.
Yeah, although they can usually like use HDR now. Like I know.
But I don't know if that was the case when they first worked on this. I don't know.
I mean, I think it only came out like a year ago. But they probably just didn't care to do it.
Yeah. This tier of game, like, not only rarely has HDR, if it does, it's usually kind of bad HDR.
Right. Like,
there's just really no point.
Yeah. It's a crab from Moana.
Well, I'm pretty sure that's a goose. That does not look like a swan. It's got like a flat beak.
It's weird that it like tells me exactly where it's going to attack. And I'm sure there's a way to turn that off.
I mean, it's nice, although it's probably a little overly easy to get out of the way just because it's sort of slow. But if it was a more complex attack pattern,
What's that?
If it was a more complex attack pattern, maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the kind of stuff that Final Fantasy 14 does, but it can actually be very difficult to get out of the way.
Yeah. This is the first time where I'm using my Ninja recorder to record the entire gameplay while I'm streaming this, so I don't have to recapture it for the
which is like kind of stupid when you think about it. Like, I mean, I was thinking about that with the extra one that you sent me.
Yeah, I mean, it feels like it's something that just makes sense to do, right?
Yeah. There was 5 Canadian once again from Waifu for Life.
Thank you.
Thank
Taking
you.
a little break out of developing some eShop games.
Yeah.
Or at least making a new, like a complete edition.
Yeah.
Of
Saying,
Waifu
I can just picture Gen Z gamers asking, what's a score? And what is that number increasing next to that word? What's it all for?
That's an interesting observation.
I mean, I often ask, what's it all for as well?
Yeah, but I mean, I'm surprised this score is still present in as many games as it is. Honestly.
Yeah.
But like for this, it makes sense.
Yeah, especially because it's like,
I mean, I'd be curious if a lot of people, if anybody in the chat could say like, oh, I still like really pay attention to scores, even.
Yeah, I mean,
like even for shooters, like the big goal is ultimately like a 1 credit complete, right?
Right. I mean, I do enjoy it when scores are, implemented into the gameplay in sort of a rewarding way, especially if it's, it earns you extra lives.
Yeah.
Or if getting a good score on a level, like, unlocks something cool, or, it earns you money to spend in the menu or something like that. I can enjoy it when it's integrated in that kind of way. you know, some of the most fun I had getting a high score was the day that Sin and Punishment 2 came out, because I was able to replay a few levels like the day, like early in the day it came out, and you know, I actually think I stumbled across these photos.
Oh, it takes me back to
not that long ago, where I took some photos of the screen where I actually was able to top the leaderboard for the high score
that's cool.
on a couple of levels in Sin and Punishment 2, because like no one had the game.
Yeah.
I'm not sure
Did I lose all my
if that many
stars when I
people bought the
continued?
game in general ever, but especially not like the day it came out. There was not a lot of competition for the high score, so I just had to replay a level a couple of times, and it's like, hey, I got the high score. I'm best in the world.
I lost all my stars when I continued. I hope that it like banks them, because that's why you use to buy stuff on the map screen. It's weird that if you were to continue once, like it takes you lose them all.
Mr. D says Sin and Punishment Star Successor is without a doubt the best Wii game. I mean, I don't know about without a doubt, except I would say it is without a doubt the best Wii game that like has no port or other system to play it on. You know, Mario Galaxy, you know, it did come to Wii in a somewhat limited time capacity, which is weird, but you know, you've got other great games like Kirby's Return to Dreamland is on Switch as well.
I think the music is just. I think the music is super unique, and it might not be for everybody, but I just think it's pretty cool that they did that.
They wanted to do it, and
Yeah,
you know,
it's like, all right, that was the vision, so why not, right?
I'm glad to see some Sin and Punishment 2 love in here. But yeah, on the new computer, you know, I had been. I mean, I'd basically been playing all year. Like by the end of the year, I'm going to do a new main editing computer build, and I was pretty much ready to pull the trigger at any time, but like I finally just like had enough. With just all sorts of difficulties, myriad difficulties working on this Retrode 4K video. Just in a lot of ways, it's pushing the limits of what I could do comfortably. And Coury also, you know, you got an extra Ninja 5 Atomos recorder.
I got it for real cheap.
Like really cheap at a pawn shop locally.
Yeah.
And so you have, for now at least, let me borrow that, see if it works well in my work.
I mean, I don't see any reason why I wouldn't. You just seem to like accept
Yeah,
that
I think-
you know, this is the way.
I think
it's
it
just like so
will.
much easier.
The thing that always kept me away from buying them is because it just annoys me that it feels like they should do 4K 120, and you know,
Well, the new one can do 4K 120, like, but this is
only
not
from
the-
like certain cameras though. I think, like,
right, but yes, but to be fair, it is for like not for games.
well, and exactly that's it. Like it's very much for on spec, you know, recording. So there's just they seem so awesome. They seem probably so useful, but there's just like enough things about them that's like, ugh, I don't want to spend that much money on something that has like all of these little caveats, right?
But but also to be completely fair, like you don't even have any real interest in using 4K 120.
I mean, I don't, but it's also like...
Could you capture that anyways on your own system?
Huh?
Would you be able to capture 4K 120?
Oh no! I mean that has nothing to do with it. That has nothing. It's not like that's like a major goal of mine. But
right,
it's just
like I don't even know if our capture cards like support that. I mean, is there any capture cards that can do can record 4K 120?
Oh, well, I mean, yeah. I mean, you were talking about just the other day the one that a couple of the DF guys have. You know, that like super expensive like Chinese card.
$1,400.
I know, but my point is, I'm not saying that was something I was seeking out, but like it was more like it was just like it was just that kind of thing where it's like, oh, I can't believe it still doesn't have this. I bet the next version that comes out will have it, and it feels like something you should wait for, is what I'm saying.
Oh.
So, anyway,
well,
I just
my
point is, I'm sure it's awesome, but there was just so many little things that's like I just could never pull the trigger on spending that money on something that, you know, had a few little things like that where it doesn't work with some game devices because it really likes proper specs and stuff like that, right? It doesn't really have anything to do with 4K 120. That was just another minor thing on the list that's just like, well, surely there's going to be one that can do that soon, but you're right, it's not really meant for games. But anyway, that's beside the point. Basically, the thing is, I was running into a lot of trouble making the progress I needed to make on it on the Retrode video this week. And I'm like, why am I subjecting myself to this when I've already committed to buying the parts for a new computer this year? Like, I need to just stop suffering through this and just do what I intended to do. So anyway, yeah, I did not do a 4090 because, like we were saying earlier, the stock is just gone, and I was like kind of reluctant anyway because, I mean, I'm assuming the 4090 is probably like halfway-ish or maybe just past halfway-ish of its, you know, market life, and I didn't want to pay 4090 pricing on a card like I didn't want to pay that price on something that's, you know, relatively far along on its market life. So
yeah,
so I was like kind of I was considering it, but the fact that you couldn't do it anyway, you know, so it was basically like between like a 4070 or like a used 3090, and for around the same price. So Henry Clark talked me into the used 3090. I never really bought like used computer parts, at least not for like something that's like my main current build. But yeah, so far it seems to have turned out well. I mean, it really seems like new for all intents and purposes. So hard to say if I got lucky, but it seems good so far. Although I haven't really done anything to like really put it to the test yet. Haven't had time yet. But yeah, and it's a 14900K CPU, which I know is like not a very exciting CPU, because it's like apparently it's like the exact same chip as the 13900K, but just like clock higher. But it was discounted a little bit, so it was only like $30 more than the 13900K. So it's just, why not
try continuing? Now if I'm banking these stars, I can use them afterwards. It's kind of annoying that If you continue, you lose all your stars and your food. But maybe it just goes into like a bank or something like that.
I have been reading all the super chats. There's only one new one that I haven't gotten to yet. Unless there's some missing from the list, but I think there's only 4 so far, and I've done the first 3, and there was just 2 minutes ago a $20 super chat from Dr. Tony Escobar. Thank you.
The doctor is the
Yes, it's Dr. Tony Escobar. Thank you. Saying,
Thanks,
just
Doc.
finished the fan translation of Lunar on Saturn.
Oh, heck yeah.
I lugged my Saturn and Tink 5X on 2 East Coast meetings and finished in my hotel room screen.
Heck
I heard
yeah.
a fan translation for 2 is on the way. Have you heard any?
I haven't heard anything about a translation for 2, but, you know, if it's just... I think what they did before, when they just used the Working Designs translation. It wasn't like a fresh one, I don't think.
Oh, was it just... I think they did the same thing for Grandia.
Yeah. I mean, why? Why not, right?
Why not? Yeah.
I mean, it's the official translation. You might as well, right?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if that might make complications in terms of like where you can host the patch, since it would include like copyrighted work. But yeah, I need to get back to Lunar 1 myself on PS1.
Oh, man. You're
I captured some stuff from it. Last week, and I'm like, man, I really want to play this more.
It's gonna be tough. I was meaning to start. What should we call it? Brave Fencer Musashi. But I do not have time. Chances are I'm not going to finish my list by the end of the year, but I'm gonna try. I mean, ideally, I would get everything except for Witcher played this year, and it's just, you know, that's just the way it is. That's just the way it is. So, and do my best.
Yeah, there's a few things that the Intel CPUs do better right now for video decoding than the AMDs. It sounds like the AMDs only really have benefit if you use like movie making codecs, and Intel's have advantages if you're using
I'm sitting here saying,
if you're using like normal people
this feels
codecs.
like a final boss almost.
So yeah, I mean, it sounds like there's benefits to both, and it's hard to really say one way or the other. It's actually the first Intel processor I've bought in quite a while.
These things are right on.
I've always kind of gone back and forth just depending on what was around at the time. There was another $20
What?
super chat. This time from Tender Brew.
Tender brew.
Thank you.
So tender.
Saying, what's up, guys? Another great Sunday night stream. Just wanted to shout out and support and say that Sega should make one of their $800 million super games a follow-up to Ghost Squad. Peace.
Like their $800 million game that's coming in 2026 is Ghost Squad Retribution.
Is there something about
No.
800 about Sega spending $800 million?
Well, they said that
on
they've been
games?
working on
Like,
some super game.
I can't imagine
$800 million
Sega spending $800 million on a super game.
They had some game.
Sega,
They had this one game that they spent like a ridiculous amount of money on, and then it was like what was it called? It was like some weird name. It was like a hero shooter, and it was supposed to come out like recently, and they spent like a ton of money on it, and then they like canceled it right before it released.
Wow. I mean,
Hyenas, that's it.
oh, was that Sega?
Yeah, they spent like a whole bunch of money on it, and it was super close to release.
I mean, the problem with that is, you know,
Dude,
just
these enemies are straight.
I mean, if it was a single player game, it'd be like, well, why not just release it? But like, you know, there's all, you know, continues to be more sunk costs that go into supporting a game. Like that, right? So I think it's, I mean, I'm not going to say it was the right decision necessarily, but I won't say it was the wrong one either, because I think games like that are like just a huge mistake for developers spending so much money on. You know, I thought it was really hilarious. Did you see like Warner Brothers Interactive like put out this statement that's like you know, going forward, oh no, are you done? You ran out of stars?
Yeah, I ran out of continues, but I'm going to go back here and I'll buy some stuff here.
Okay.
Activate slow time around you, collect more, increase.
So anyway, what were we talking about? We were talking about
Hyenas.
Oh yeah. Oh, the Warner Brothers thing. They're like, oh yeah, we're going like. They released some statement that was something to the effect of like, we're going to stop focusing on these big single player games and shift our business more to these, you know, multiplayer games as a service type of projects. I'm like, I can't wait for Suicide Squad to come out, and then like a week later they release a statement reversing that. Because like what are they even thinking? Like, they have to know that Suicide Squad is like going to be a huge disaster.
Not necessarily.
Like they have to know that game is like flopping so hard. So I don't
know. I mean, I don't feel like. I don't know. It could go either way, honestly. Ooh.
I don't think it's going to do very well. I don't understand why publishers put so much into those games, because I know that if you win the lottery, you're going to make an insane amount of money, but the chances of you winning the lottery are so small. Like it's really I don't know if anyone like understands how to predict it. Like predict success with games as a service. Like it just is on the whims of so many circumstances. Like,
I'm just buying all this stuff because, like, what else am I gonna do, right?
Yeah, well, what else you gonna do? But I mean, are you unlocking things that's gonna make the game easier?
Yeah, like more health and stuff like that.
Okay.
I need to know if that bass has a name. And I'm gonna go into the into the bestiary or the adventure or the world guide, and we gotta find out what that name. I don't even know what I'm unlocking. I'm unlocking new face styles, hairstyles, body styles, and maybe weapons and additional lock-ons and something.
Well, you should wear something different for the new
yeah,
new
oh
run.
yeah. Okay, so the swan is called Garnet, Swan Royal Guardian. Despite being mainly Regard mobile support, the Grand Swan buddy animals were almost completely wiped out in the Dawn battle. I just like the fact that they're called buddy animal. Like the official name is
capital B, capital A.
the buddy animals.
The Grand Swan buddy animals.
I mean, whatever, right? It's way more entertaining than. Okay, so I apparently have to unlock it. So I haven't gotten to that point yet.
That's interesting. Shinjan's talking about, I think Arkham Knight, saying, I don't know why they thought making a Batman game where you don't fight any bosses and have tank battles was a good idea. That's surprising to me that it doesn't have any bosses, but also not surprising because that was kind of like,
oh, I didn't even play Arkham Knight.
That was maybe like on the tail end of the era where people were like, oh, boss battles shouldn't be in video games anymore. We've moved past that. They're just this distraction and don't fit the flow of the game anymore. That's just a relic of the old days. We shouldn't have that anymore. It's like, come on. People don't know how to have fun.
Okay, so what should I wear here? I feel like I gotta wear the bondage punk rocker outfit here. Do that. Do that. In MLiG blue. With let's see here.
Oh, we just got a $5 super chat from EB Chill 2, Eric Benoit. With no comment, but thank you as always. And there was also a $5 super chat from Local S'mores Pop Tart. Love it. Thank you. Saying, showing my support. Just finished 100% for Mario Wonder watching this, and now I'm moving on to the Star Ocean 2 remake until Super Mario RPG remake releases. Nice. I don't know how long Star Ocean 2 is, but I don't know if you'll be finishing it before Friday. But it looks awesome. I need to grab it.
The Crow style right here. We'll do Crow style with
I do really like how that Star Ocean 2 remake
Oh
looks.
yeah, did you get it or no?
Not yet, but
I got the
want
PS5 version.
I want it.
Do,
I don't know how you 100% Super Mario Wonder while watching the stream, unless you were grinding for flower coins to buy out all of the standees.
What?
Because that if you were doing that final challenge while watching a stream, I don't know how you did it because it was
I'll try a different.
that took intense focus for me.
Alright, we're gonna try the Starburst gun. Play again. Here we go.
Save the planet. Get ready.
Those boots are never gonna wear out. That's right. What the heck? It's like it's the same gun. It just looks different.
Oh.
It shoots the same.
Well, I mean, I guess it would change the gameplay too much.
I guess.
Man, you know what? You know, this kind of makes me think of a bit that, gosh, needs a port so bad is Kid Icarus Uprising.
So how did I do that?
That needs a port real bad. The weapons in that game are all very different, as you would expect from Sakurai.
Yeah, but this is just everything is just aesthetics, which is kind of a bummer. I was hoping it was going to be just like a straight up like a different gun.
But you do have more health. Why do you have pink and yellow hearts?
Because the pink hearts, there's like so many yellow hearts in one pink heart.
Oh, okay.
All right. Okay, so it's R1 that slows it I mean, that would probably be real helpful for certain bosses. I don't know if it actually slows. Let's try it. Oh, yeah. That's cool. That definitely helps a lot, the slowdown.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, if you hold down the shoot button and release it, it's a cannon. Oh, okay.
Is that something you unlocked?
Hang on. Oh, okay. Okay, so it just... That's cool, okay. It makes a sound effect from Klonoa when you damage the boss. Must be like some sort of stock effect.
Really?
Yeah, that's the sound it makes. Is the sound that it makes when you damage a boss in Klonoa.
What does it sound like?
I don't know. That sound?
I don't remember what that sounds like.
I can't explain it. I can't do it. But it's the same sound effect. This is okay. This is pretty powerful. It's nice. I like
the boss getting hurt sound effects that come to mind for me are Super Mario Land and Yoshi's Island. Super Mario Land is like bang, 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 bang. Something like that.
I mean, it's nothing like that.
Yoshi's Island is what? Woo.
Everyone's like, is this music part of the game? And it is. You know, for better or worse, like they just went for it.
I can't hear it, of course. Are they vocal tracks?
Yeah, there's vocal tracks and non-vocal tracks. I mean, it's just a really unique sound. I think it's kind of neat. I killed these things like basically before they fly past me. Where's my... I only use the icon that shows where I can use more, like use my slowdown has disappeared. So maybe you can only use it once during boss battles.
Did you order Persona 3 and 4?
I did. I got the PS4 versions.
Same. I
have it
was
digitally
surprised there
on the
was no PS5 version because I assume the Xbox version is native Series X. I downloaded it when it was on Game Pass. I downloaded P4 Golden just to take a look at it. You know, it did seem sufficiently 4K and stuff. At least I think. I'm pretty sure it was high res. So I'm sure the PS4 version is too. I hope.
Yeah.
But
think so, but
I really debated on P3P because it's like there's like no real reason to have that version because like the upscaling is like real bad, and I've got that version on PS. I mean that's the version I've played. Like I've not played the PS2 version. You know, some people love that version. Some people think it's really disappointing. I thought it was really good, but again, it was my only experience with the game, so I don't have. Even though I know like what it would look like based on Persona 4 and 5, like it, I still thought it was overall really good presentation. But especially with the, Persona 3 Reload coming out soon.
Yeah.
Like I mean, that's what I'm going to play in the future. So like Persona 4 was a no-brainer, but yeah, I gave in. I had to get both. Although it's a little tempting to get P3P for the Switch just because, I mean, it's Persona 3 portable, right? Like,
yeah.
That's the
I
format
actually-
it's designed for.
They had like a 2-pack, like when it first came out. I ended up getting that, so I just have it digitally on there.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
What is? Oh, Gotham.
Hattori Hanzo II. The reason I chose to play P3P, I mean, there was a few reasons, but I had already played Persona 4, and the idea of not having party member control was extremely unappealing. So that was why I ultimately played the PS4. And I didn't really mind the simplified presentation for story and stuff. I mean, again, I haven't seen it in Persona 3, so maybe if I had seen that before, I'd feel like I was missing something, but I knew what it would look like, because I know it would look like Persona 4. So. But I still loved it, so...
All right, so the slowdown bullet time thing I can do. You can only use it a certain amount of times before it's gone. So
like for the level, or
no? It seems like it's just probably per life.
Oh, per life. Okay.
Yeah.
Have you used up any lives?
No, not yet. No, I'm doing pretty good now, and I think it has a lot. To do
I
with
don't
what
even
it's doing.
recognize this level from before.
It's a bonus stage.
Oh, okay, yeah, I did see that on your unlocks map. Like you unlock bonus stages
Yeah.
that will appear throughout the game, and then I guess you can earn stuff.
Yeah.
How do you get the stars?
They just when you kill enemies,
Okay.
like the formations,
sometimes-
you get more stars like based on if you like destroy the entire formation of them.
Oh, okay. So you don't have to like physically pick them up; they just automatically go into your account.
Yeah. I don't know what these trophies I'm getting are. See, Kaylee Gamer saying I'm beginning to appreciate the music, and that's kind of how it goes. Like immediately, I was like, oh, I don't know, but it works. It works, and yeah, I can appreciate the like the decision to just make it, like this, just to do what they wanted. Yeah, why not, right?
Why not?
So yeah, I went to the convention in Columbus yesterday, the Torgs convention. It was fun. It's fun. I was
Yeah, you
not
got
a guest or
a
anything.
nice,
Yeah, it's just,
decent little hall there. I saw.
yeah, just like a small, like 3 games that I was like, they're right there. I feel like I'm just gonna do it. One of them was Silent Hill Downpour on the 360.
Yeah.
Because, and those are they're backwards compatible, but disc only, right?
That one is. I believe Homecoming is.
I wonder
disc and
why it is
download.
it's like that.
I don't think they're both like that. I mean, maybe they are, but I think it's only Downpour. But yeah, that's always interesting when that's the case. I know the reception to that era of Silent Hill is pretty
But I wonder
mixed,
if
I guess I'll say, but I think I've heard more people say good things about Downpour than Homecoming.
yeah, I wonder if it's one of those situations where it didn't feel like a true sequel at the time, but over the years, people have come to appreciate it more. I can turn up the music a touch.
Start select the Retrode 4K preview video should be the
it should be out before it becomes available, or before the tank. You know,
basically, yeah. I was saying last week that I was hoping I would be close by this time this week. I'm not as close as I want. I didn't get as close as I wanted to get because I was running into technical issues, not with the Tink, but video production technical issues, and that was what finally pushed me to build my new computer this week that I've been planning to build all year anyway. So yeah, got a bit sidetracked by that, but now I've got it set up, and actually I was just before the stream copying over my files for the video over to the new computer, so I will be up and running that project tomorrow. So be moving forward, and hopefully things will go a lot quicker now that I'm not trying to
I'm
wear
gonna be,
pegging
I'm gonna be
around
interested-
hole.
I'm going to be interested because I'm curious, because a lot of it is in general just like a Premiere problem.
Well, yes. I mean, I'm sure it's not going to fix everything, but there's no way it's not going to make a lot of aspects just better in general. I mean, your 3080 might be smoothing over a lot more problems than you realize.
3070 Ti, but I mean it's possible, yes.
And also the fact that you don't have any like mechanical drives in your computer anymore, and stuff like that. I mean,
right.
I was mostly. I mean, anything that's heavy, I edit off of this.
Right, and also
anyway,
to be fair, you hadn't done a clean install in like 6 years since you first and that's I did a clean install at the beginning of the year, and like it definitely makes it big. You should not go that long.
Right. Well, but I can't. I have to keep that installed the way it is because.
Oh no, I'm just saying like
the graphics for Analog Frontiers
try to do it
or require an older version of Premiere that they don't even let you download it because they only let you download like the current and previous versions. So. So yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm leaving that one. Like I'm looking forward to doing a clean install on that. I kind of want to not with like my main computer, but I kind of want to experiment for like a capture computer, like a Linux install. But the only thing that holds me back from that is I don't think the Mix It Up program that Drum and I use for the backloggery notifications.
Uh-huh.
I don't think that has a Linux version. Although, I mean, Drum was because Drumcount wants to do Linux at some point as well.
Right. Well, what would you do with it?
Huh?
What are you planning on doing with Linux?
I mean, just a capture computer.
Oh, just a what? Oh, just a capture.
I mean, it would be for a capture and streaming computer.
Oh, okay.
Like I like the idea of Linux, but there's always some gotcha. That's just like, oh, I have to stick with Windows because of this or that, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I like, I've messed a little with Linux in the past, but I go through phases where I'm like, oh yeah, I really want to try Linux again. But then there's just always something. There's always something,
Mm-hmm. Well, I've been
I mean,
thinking, like I feel like when it is timed up to build a new system, I think I'm definitely gonna go like the Mac Studio route for my editing system for.
I mean, that makes sense for you.
Yeah,
that makes sense. I mean, you know, it wouldn't make sense for me.
I mean, it could.
No.
I mean, I don't.
Not anymore, especially that I just bought this computer. I mean, I think people who are just in the Apple ecosystem just like don't understand like people who aren't already in that ecosystem. It's like, no, we don't really want to get involved. Like I know you're already in, so it's like it's not a big deal. Like it's just like, you know, like why be in one more ecosystem?
That's the person who wants to install Linux.
That's not an ecosystem. Like,
I mean, it is,
that's escaping the
like, it's
ecosystem.
I get it. Like, I get it. But, you know, like, I think it's just, like, I know how to use, like, OS 10 or whatever they're on now.
Yeah, and I have, like, almost no Apple experience ever. Like, I'm just not interested.
All right. I just think it makes sense because I just want something that's. I'd rather just like I could have like a dedicated capture computer if I need to. Because I mean I just like it's not like I'm playing games on my PC, and you know like the more I want to use this Ninja as my capture device, then I just like don't see myself having to use the computer to capture nearly as much, unless it just happens to be convenient, I guess. I just like the idea that like I have something that its primary focus is to capture video, and it's not getting pulled in any other directions to do anything.
Well, yeah, well that's exactly what I like doing with my downstairs computer. It's like it's only for capture and streaming. That's it. You know?
Right.
I mean, it might do some light web browsing, but usually it's for like checking something in relation to capturing or streaming.
Yeah, I think that you'll like the Ninja as
a supplement.
Well, yeah. I mean, I bet you like once you kind of see like, oh, I could just do this and just like hit the button on it to record and not worry about it. You know, then you might like enjoy that, especially since you know it's completely portable. You can take it with you different places if you wanted to. So I think you'll think that it's actually in most cases, especially with I mean the only thing that it like really doesn't work with is you know things that are like I guess out of spec, but you know, like we were saying, like the Retrode makes it in spec, so it works as long as you have the device in compatibility mode for HDMI and the Tink set to triple buffer. It works. So the Ninja, I got it at a pawn shop that I constantly get good deals at. It was $180.
That's crazy.
Which is like, you know, like it's normally much more than that. I don't know how much the Ninja 5 sells for.
I mean, yeah, I mean,
now.
it's not. It wasn't the latest version, but still, that's crazy good price. I saw Robert Hernandez say, "Wait, does upgrading his PC mean no more Analog Frontiers?" No, it's an entirely new build. My existing computer is untouched. And what I'm going to do, the only thing I need the old version of Premiere that's on that computer for is making the graphics, like the lower thirds and the credits. Actually, I don't know if I might be able to do the credits without it. It's mostly the lower thirds. like the opening, which I've already made the opening for Analog Frontiers Part 4 anyway. So it's really just the lower thirds. So I'm just going to use it to make those lower thirds once I know which clips they're going to make them.
Yeah, I mean, you can just put them on.
And then once the episode,
like,
because there's only one more episode, it's part 4 is the long-awaited part 4 is the long-awaited conclusion. Very very long-awaited. But once it's done, once the episode's out, then then I'll do a fresh install on that computer, and I'll use it for capture or whatever. Whoa! What's with the 20s tonight, y'all? Thank you, Robert Hernandez. Another $20 super chat. Thank you, and everyone else. Thank you.
Thank you. Jeez.
Try's excuse for not switching to Mac OS is the same one I used for years. Once I made the switch, I never looked back. Mac is simply better, and I say this as a 20-plus year IT professional who gets paid to support Windows. I don't know.
It's okay just to say, like, I don't want to try.
Well,
it might be better, but I don't care if it is.
But
I mean, I'm not saying that it's better. I just want the M3 chip for editing.
That kind of attitude and just like the puzzlement that like iPhone users have when like no offense to anyone, because I know like probably like 70% of you have iPhones. I don't actually know what the market share is. Like it feels like everyone has an iPhone, and when you're an Android person, it feels like everyone has. And like like people are puzzled when you don't have an iPhone. They're like that you don't have FaceTime. And then you're like you just don't know how to communicate or interface with someone who doesn't have.
Well, what does they have instead of FaceTime? They're just like G-Chat?
Nothing? I don't know. That's not an app I would use even if I had an iPhone. Like I don't like installing more than like the bare basics of what I need anyway. Like I'm not enthusiastic about phones anyway.
Okay.
I mean, I remember you kind of had this conversation with Chris on your podcast where he was talking about like how much he hates his phone.
Right.
And
but
like,
dude, that's before we found out we could do walkie-talkies over our watches
like,
with each other, Dick Tracy style.
Huh?
That was before he found out that we could do walkie-talkie Dick Tracy stuff with our Apple Watches.
Oh, that's kind of,
yeah, we
that's
can like call each other on our watches from anywhere.
I mean that's cool, but also kind of stupid.
Dude, that's like the stuff of dreams when I was a kid, and then like now it's just like this feature on the Apple Watch that is not even a big deal. It's like, yeah, we did it, and we just like never talk about it. Yeah, I mean it's wild. Like it's just that you use it to goof around, and you can just call anybody whenever. It's funny as long as they have it. They have an Apple Watch. I just thought it was very surprising that it's like is even a thing. It's like it felt like something that like I dreamed of as a kid, and it's just like there, and like it's not even nobody like they don't make a point to say like, oh, you can do this. It was very funny to me.
I mean, that is pretty funny. I mean, there's absolutely no practical reason for it, but
Well, if you need to get a hold of somebody really quick, or you just like it's just like a walkie-talkie.
like, I mean, is it not a call?
No. It's
Like, so your voice just comes unbidden through his phone? Like,
yeah, I mean, so I tried it out. It's like there's like almost like no lag to it.
like,
You got to hold down a button on to do it.
I mean that sounds
knock
cool,
on it, it's
but
awesome.
also like I wouldn't
It's
want.
not something I use very much, but I mean,
I wouldn't
it's
want
it's just kind of neat.
people to just talk to me unbidden
But you
without
can
without
turn it
me
off.
accepting.
You can make it so that you're unavailable.
Well, yeah, but then when am I going to manually say I am available? That feels unlikely.
Okay.
See, I guess this is why I don't get Apple products.
I think
Like,
it's very funny.
Apple people like yourself are like, oh, I want this. I'm like, but I like actively don't. And you're just like, oh.
See, Shinjan I think the tracking stuff is super useful because, especially for my daughter who just got a phone, and like it's kind of giving her this like a bit of autonomy in like terms of like taking the dog for a walk down to the park by herself. You know, it kind of makes her feel like she has this like a bit more freedom versus like you know, like one of us having to go with her or something. Like I just think it's very good in that sense.
But like, I mean, I'm not saying that it shouldn't be this way because I mean times are different, et cetera, et cetera. But like before this technology was available, parents probably didn't think about that stuff as much, right?
Well,
I mean, kids had a lot of freedom back when.
Yeah,
we were
but there was
growing up.
not. I mean, it didn't seem like it was as. The world did not seem as dangerous.
Well, and I don't know if it actually is or isn't, but it's certainly a lot easier to hear about it not being than it was.
Yeah.
Back in the 80s and mid 90s.
Yeah. I mean, you can turn the tracking
Well,
stuff off. You can just say like, I don't want these specific people to track me. I just do it with like my wife and daughter, so that it's like, oh, you know, are you on your way home? Yeah. You can just, you don't have to like text. You can just like check.
But like I want to do like the minimum amount of stuff that I can do with like any piece of technology that I have. Like I don't want to do like for example, you know, I've installed Windows 11 here. You know, it's the first time I've really used Windows 11 aside from kind of a little bit. I mean, not really doing anything with it, but like I've used my mom's laptop, which has Windows 11, right? I use this. I don't fully understand, but there's this thing called Rufus where you can like make like bootable installer media for various operating systems or whatever.
Yeah.
And you can like select certain options. So for example, like I learned about this from Drum because he had to install Windows 11 for the first time recently, and like he was just like very opposed to the idea that it like puts your desk it's something like the desktop is like in OneDrive.
Yeah, it automatically, like, it'll upload. I mean, it does it on Windows 10 also, but you can, like, it annoys me. I had to, like, figure out how to, because I just don't even want to use OneDrive.
Yeah. Well, and also, like,
it just does it
like I think
syncs
through the
everything on your
normal,
desktop.
installation for Windows 11, I don't think there's, like, any way, like, it makes it very difficult to just skip, like, signing in with a Microsoft account. They really, really want you to sign in with a Microsoft account.
Yeah.
And like, so this Rufus software lets you like customize the installation process, so it like won't even get to the step where it asks you for a Microsoft account, and it'll make a local account with a name that you specify instead.
That's awesome. Look at that thing.
So yeah, I mean, there was like a lot of little workarounds you could do by just like, basically it's like, it's not like this OS requires it, but the installation process I think like normally wouldn't sidestep. So yeah, I thought that was really cool. So, but again, that's just me. Like, it's like I want to use the things that I use the way I want to use them without like, you know, Microsoft or whoever being like, ooh, hey, cool, can I come along for the ride? And can I suggest things for you to do too? It's like, no, I want to do like a handful of things with this computer, and that's it. Like, I don't need you to tell me all of these cool things I could do with this computer and ways that I could give you money and information. Like, the things I want to do with a computer are not that numerous. You know, so I want to use it very simply. Anyway, there was a 64.
Nice.
Hold on a second. I actually skipped one. I'll go back to you. I promise. I just realized I skipped over one in my ranting notes. But 64 from Martini Gaming. Thank you.
Thank you, Martini.
Saying, two-part question. What are your number one frozen pizza choices? And second question is for Try. Are there still plans for the top 64 games on Nintendo 64? Yes. It is not the top 64 games. It's 64 third-party M64 games worth playing. And most people don't believe me when I say that I can do this list, and I will. Yes, there are plans for this. It'll definitely be like an after Analog Frontiers Part 4 thing. But yes, and I will do it. You just watch me. It's going to happen. They do exist. Number one frozen, you know, I don't buy frozen pizzas very often. I suspect they're more common in your house.
Not that much, but you know, growing up, I feel like it was always Tombstone pizzas. We had. Does that sound familiar? Tombstone pizzas. Look at this.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like,
Yeah. I like Red Baron as well.
All right. Yeah. I mean,
like you know, there's like stuff like Freshetta and DiGiorno is, whoa, look at this place.
I know. It's like
this is like, it's got like virtual racing geometry.
Yeah.
This is awesome. Oh man, this looks great.
I mean, the whole game should just look like
This is really cool. Like, when it comes to frozen pizza, like you've got like your higher quality ones like DiGiorno and Freshetta, and like they're more expensive too. And like once you get to that point, it's kind of like you may as well have you may as well just get a carry out pizza, right?
Yeah.
Like I kind of feel like I don't know how to put it. Like when I have a frozen pizza, like I want a frozen pizza. Like I guess I have a little bit of nostalgia for, you know, sort of the cheap frozen pizza taste, right?
Yeah.
And like, you know, I mean, I don't know about you, but like sometimes, like what I'm looking for is not a great pizza. Like that's not the flavor I am craving right now. Is not a great pizza. I want an okay pizza. Like that's the taste that's in my brain right now, and I want on my tongue. Right?
Yeah,
I want
I'm
craving an okay pizza
for me. You know, like I want it to have like a consistency to it. You know, it doesn't. And a lot of times, you know, frozen pizza is not as greasy or doesn't like make you feel like garbage in the same way that something like
Yeah, that can be.
like Jets pizza would make you feel. I would eat a frozen pizza any day of the week over Jets. 'Cause,
You know, I actually finished leftover Jets pizza moments before calling you.
oh really?
And I think I'm done. I think I am done with Jets.
Yeah, it's too
Like-
like oily and greasy.
I mean, it's just the flavor isn't quite there for me. I don't know what it is. Like the reason I've tried it a bunch of times is because I love deep dish pizza.
Yeah.
And I want to like Jets. And so I keep trying it, like maybe it'll click this time. No, it just never really does. It's just I don't know. Yeah, Jets is a chain pizza. It's from it's Detroit style deep dish. But it is also here in North Carolina and also apparently near Coury's. I'd never heard of it until it came here maybe 5 years ago. And I only know of one location. So it's certainly not as widespread as your Pizza Huts or your Domino's or your
Right.
Papa John's or Little Caesars or whatever. Yeah, I don't know. I want to like it more than I do. But yeah, I think I'm done. I think I'm done trying Jets. And it's too expensive. I mean, the only reason the past 2 times I got it, the only reason I got it was because I had a code for 50% off menu price pizza.
This is kind of a cool box here.
You look like you're finding a safe point. Video Games Obsession says, also make your own pizza. Start with good pizza dough and sauce. Though. It can even be fun. I suggest a white broccoli, chicken, and garlic pizza. Yum.
I get it. No, I just changed the shape. This feels like a last boss, but it's no way it's gonna be. But it feels like it could be. I mean, it's stage 11 or maybe 12. I don't know. It looks like it could be the last boss, but it doesn't. It's not as challenging as the last boss. The music makes every single level feel like it could be the last boss.
You know, that's what I always say about Ninja Gaiden 3. You know, it's such an underrated game, but like the aesthetic of every level is like so like epic and over the top. That's like this could be the last level. Like every level looks like it could be the last level in some of it.
This is a long cutscene for a boss.
The cutscene only just sort of started. Oh, it's like the geometry is like folding in on itself.
That can't be the end. Every level is the last level for somebody.
Star Select said, did Pizza Hut do that dumb rebranding thing in the late 2000s where they said, oh, we're Pasta Hut now, like they did here in the UK? I don't remember that. That sounds like the stunt that IHOP
Panzer
tried
Dragoose.
to pull. Huh?
Someone just said Panzer Dragoose. Wait,
Sounds like the stuff that IHOP tried to play a few years ago, where they're like, "Oh, we're going to be IHOB from now on."
Oh yeah.
Because it's International House of Burgers, because we want people to know we've got burgers too.
She's gonna leave her gun there like it's like a sword. Don't just leave it there.
Joshua Helmicky with a $2 super chat saying Ninja Gaiden 3's music is extraordinary. And it is. And I'm so sorry. Once I got going on Frozen Pizza, I forgot to go back to Matthew 18 minutes ago. So sorry. Frozen Pizza got me distracted. So sorry, Matthew. Matthew said, someone say Brave Fencer Musashi earlier?
Yeah.
For sales later this month, I want a Hoover Steam Mop and Mario RPG. Steam Mop would make my clean my floors easy.
You know, my mom and my brother like asked me like, what do you want for Christmas? And I sent them a link to that Aliens pulse rifle Nerf gun because I ended up not getting it.
Bought that?
No, I didn't end up getting it. I canceled my order like a long time ago. I was like, I just can't afford it right now. But it's available again. And I sent it to my mom like, oh, you and Adam can go and get this for my birthday and Christmas if you want to. And my mom was just like, why?
Why not?
I'm like, it's the gun from Aliens.
I mean, she got you that Jonesy shirt. You'd think she'd get it.
Yeah. We all deserve Aliens pulse rifle. Like, I can't play it. I think I beat the game. It did not feel like a last boss. I mean, it felt like a last boss, but it wasn't as hard as I thought it would be.
Yeah, it would be really cool if you could find a deal on Super Mario RPG, but I don't know how likely that is with it, being new or, not even out yet. Although I think it's been part of or at least it was when pre-orders started, I think it was part of some, I think it might have been part of some buy two, get one deals.
Like those are, what are they called? The Animal Friends?
The Animal Buddies.
Animal Buddy, there it is.
Come on, get it right. Where's the fish?
I don't know. But
I think I'm really behind on the streams. It says it's live, but
Video Game Obsession is asking how this compares to the Panzer Dragoon remake, and you know what? They honestly look super similar.
So a similar
Just
approach to
just building
it.
The style of it, and the bloom and the way everything looks. I guess this game is an hour and a half. Although there's a
Consummate
bunch of stuff
Queen
here.
was the trophy.
What was it? Cosmic Queen?
Consummate Queen.
Oh.
I wonder if that was a reference to the music stylings.
Probably.
I mean, they know what they're going for here. Right?
Oh, 100%.
Not that I would know what
Let's see if I
that's
can get
supposed
the
to
rest
sound.
of this stuff here. Let's get a bunch of this other stuff here. Now I gotta go through all these and it's like, boop, boop. I'm not even reading what they are. I'm just...
No, I wonder if that 999 is the maximum you can hold.
Yeah, at a time, yeah, probably.
Which is weird because that bar is a lot longer than 3 digits.
Yeah. What's this thing? The Needle Aegis. Automatically attack or activates when health is low. Ooh, the Lightning Chaser. This bangle over here, the Vanguard Aegis. I'm just getting everything, you know. It's like I why even pick and choose, right? And they're all
exactly.
fairly like they don't seem to increase in price.
There was a $2 super chat from Elk Plays and Paints. Thank you.
Thank you.
Saying, thanks for showing us this interactive Queen album. I mean, you know, maybe that's a good way to think of it.
Yeah. So, doing pretty good. If I throw it 2-3 more times, I can probably do it. What I want to know is if I can go into the World Guide and find out what the name of
Fish.
The fish is, yeah.
World Guide.
Fang is the elephant.
Fang, huh?
Oh, you know, just what you want to know. It's like, oh, Arch's meals.
Oh,
Enamored with the
was it
beauty of the
Garian?
mushrooms. Beauty of the mushrooms Arch supped on during a sojourn to sea when young. Every meal of hers since has been garnished with mushrooms. Dude,
Wow.
like,
how much time do you think they spent thinking this stuff out?
None.
I disagree.
I think a computer did it.
So I think was it Garian?
Garian is
Above
the
Fang?
climactic change triggered by the invasion of the demonic creature had a profound effect on not only humans but also plants and animals. The impact on reptilian life was particularly egregious, and much death followed. I mean, either zero
But
time
not
spent
acquired
or way
mushrooms.
too much. I do hope a person wrote this. Humans with their adaptive body structure were a rare exception, surviving with their ability to assimilate to environmental changes. See, it's like it's making me wait to find out who, like, what the sea bass is. Name. Okay, so let's check out some of these. The trial tickets. I don't even. Wait, exchange 1 ticket for 1 star. Why?
One ticket for 1 star. Like,
I don't even understand. So challenge. Oh, I got. There's just a thing. Like one of these modes is called Fluffy.
Fluffy?
I don't know.
Well, can you play it?
Yeah, but nothing's unlocked.
Fluffy.
You use one Fluffy ticket to play. To play Cyber. Yes. 1 Fluffy ticket. Look.
1 Fluffy ticket, please.
What if... It's like a side-scrolling thing. I can't shoot though.
Oh, look at this. Why is this called Fluffy?
You gotta use the Fluffy tickets.
This doesn't look like the
Dude,
thumbnail for the challenge. Can you not shoot?
no.
Seems kind of lame.
Yeah.
Can't believe you spent Fluffy tickets on this.
1 Fluffy ticket.
Can you spend Fluffy tickets on anything else?
I don't know. I like that they're not even... They're like the stars are just like in a straight line too. This game it's weird, man. Like I don't really. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. I mean, it's just like
I think that's kind of the point.
I know, but it almost just feels like so many like partially baked ideas, like not even half baked ideas. Like it's just let's do this.
This does not. This does.
Let's make
does
this
not
mode in a
look
day.
quite half. Yeah, this mode seems dumb.
Okay, so you can get 300 on that. Get stars. Use fluffy tickets to play and get a lot of stars.
Get a lot of stars.
I mean, that like it doesn't even tell you what it is. Oh, there's extra stage. Let's try the extra stage.
I mean,
the in-game the graphics are good. It's a good-looking game.
I mean, I honestly don't know like if we should expect more than half-baked or partially baked ideas out of, you know, like the former Sega creators at this point, right? Like,
Yeah.
even Nagoshi, like, who knows if, I mean, he's one of the, you know, definitely like the most talented star of like recent Sega, right?
Yeah, but now he like went to who knows what his follow-up's gonna be.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like now that he's gone, like I have no idea if we should expect like any serious quality out of him. Or like
I mean, I give him a benefit of the
Kamiya.
doubt.
You know, Kamiya and Mikami, you know, I mean they've moved on too. So I would want to believe that we'll keep getting some great games out of them, but who even knows?
Yeah, I mean it's true.
Who even knows?
I do feel like maybe the key is to just like put limitations in place, like technology limitations.
Oh, but I mean, you know, at the same time, look at Balan Wonderworld. I mean, I really respect what they went for with like the idea of like a one-button game, right?
Right,
like,
right.
There was a limitation there.
I mean, yes.
A design, you know, a self-imposed design limitation, not a limitation imposed by the hardware like there is in the case of like Eartheon, but like, I mean, the thing is, Yuzo Koshiro has always been independent, pretty much. Like, was he like officially part of Falcom at the start?
I think
was
so.
he? I don't know if he was like with Falcom, but like for almost the entirety of his career, he's been independent, right? Like Ancient is basically him and his family, right? Like that is Ancient, and like they have played a role in, you know, planning games with other companies and stuff, but like for the most part, that's like his family brand, right? But these, you know, so Yuzo Koshiro is different. Like he's operating like the way he always has, right? Whereas these other Japanese creators who have like left behind their companies in recent years, like I off the top of my head at least, like I can't think of an example where it's really panned out to where we got something like the last great example. Probably
like
would have,
Bloodstained came out good.
Yes. Okay, that did turn out well.
And hopefully that Suikoden
Yes.
style, Yuden Chronicle, whatever it's called. I feel like there's.
Yeah. So I mean, so it's hit and miss.
Yeah.
It's hit and miss.
More misses than hits. And that's not by any means saying like this is a bad game. Like I think that it's totally fine.
Oh yeah, like I'm definitely keeping my pre-order. I mean, I think it looks totally fine. But it's weird though, right? Like it.
Yeah, and like that's some of the appeal is just like how weird it is, but it also feels like so weird that they almost like didn't know what they were doing.
I mean, it's weird in execution as well, right? Like,
yeah, I mean, like it just feels weird, as in like unintentionally weird to an extent. Like they just, I don't know, like they didn't quite know exactly what they wanted to do. Maybe. I really want that that $500,000 sunglasses. Like I really want that head. So I'm gonna keep. Because I just really want that one. I think that
why do you want that one more than the $200,000?
Because she looks like she's hungover. And she's just like wearing these sunglasses, like, the sun's too bright today. So I mean, I'll just play a few times and get that head. That I can like only have that one, like from now on.
Oh, hey, there's a $5 super chat from Craig Wan.
Oh,
Thank you. He says got off work surprisingly early today, and now I get to chill with you. I missed you guys a lot. Hope you are all well. Yeah, good to see you in here.
Yeah.
Doing well enough, I think.
Yeah.
Tired. Hopefully my new pillow today will solve part of that. And also $5 from Joshua Helmicke. Thank you.
Thank you.
Saying Samus Aran has entered the dream life of Freddie Mercury.
Yeah.
I saw someone higher up spell Samus Aran with an E. Is that a meme or a joke or something I should know about, or just a misspelling?
It's really hard to tell. Come on. Ugh, I got a ways to go. I can't do it. But she looks like she's hungover. She's like,
yeah, that's pretty far away.
Yeah.
Like you were like a 10th there. That seems
maybe
like
I can find something. So Stardust
seems like a challenge.
Boss Rush. I want to try Turbo Mode because I want to see if that is like anything. What is Tap Breaker?
Oh yeah, this would be pretty neat in VR. You know, I was in Target today, and it was the first time I saw a PSVR 2 in person.
Oh yeah.
I mean, not only do they have them for sale, but they've got it displayed behind the glass, like the actual headset and controllers out. Never seen it in person before. The only game they had on clearance was a whole bunch of copies of Star Wars Squadrons. I mean, my Target is terrible for clearance. I mean, I never go look there for clearance like you do.
So this tab thing, it's literally just a phone game. I mean, you see what you need to do is just you just gotta choose just tap them.
Yeah, I was in Target because that's the only place I know of where you can buy the pillow that I like.
Yeah, the PSVR, I see, I haven't so I'm saying I haven't touched it since the week that it came out, and I wonder if there's a lot of people in that same kind of situation where they just have not used it.
I mean, it seems so awesome, but I don't even know what Sony is thinking with how they've supported it and promoted it.
Yeah.
You know?
This is silly. I get why it's here, but jeez, let's do this one.
36?
Yeah.
Jeez. Yeah, this does seem like something that was designed for the phone screen. Like a mode like this would have a lot. I mean, I think a lot of these minigame modes probably have a lot more appeal in the original mobile format.
Yeah. Where's 13? Where's theirs? I mean, it's kind of fun. I'll admit that it's like. Where? Did I have 16? Oh no, I need 16. No? No, it's 19. In the line. Right.
After you finish with this, do you have enough unplayed PS5 games to do some PS5 games I haven't booted?
Yeah. Yeah.
Or
I gotta
PS4
try
if
this
they're
one.
installed. Do you have all of your PS4 games installed on PS5?
I do. Yeah, I got a 4 terabyte SSD like a little while ago.
Yeah, I should get a bigger drive for mine sometime.
Wait, I thought you got a 4 terabyte internal.
Oh, for PS5 games. For PS4 games, though, I don't like installing PS4 games to the internal because that just eats up space.
Right.
PS5 games. My external SATA for PS5 and Series X is
We'll do these ones. I
not
don't
that
big,
big.
though. Whatever, that's fine.
Oh, there was a $10 super chat from Mega X6. Thank you.
Thank you.
Saying, I will say VR is cool, but also trippy. I had one experience where I played it before work. Took off the headset, and my brain felt like I was still in VR for a couple hours. I mean, there's definitely like a cooldown period for sure. Like I don't know if I've ever felt like what you described. I mean, I have limited VR experience outside of PSVR 1, but yeah, it can definitely be a little bit of a strange feeling. I would love to have some more cool VR experiences, but I don't really know.
See, it's even got like daily tasks and stuff to get stuff.
Oh, like through online?
If you play every day or something, or you get new things. I feel like all this stuff probably would not take that long to unlock.
I saw some of that stuff, like that one challenge you were on, unless some of your unlocks make that one mode easier where you're trying to get that sunglasses skin. That seemed you were nowhere close.
Yeah.
And there were more things to unlock beyond that.
But it's cumulative though.
Oh, okay. But man, that's like just one level though, right? Seems like it would get pretty boring.
Yep. That might be the point. It's like try to.
Oh, Retro Coop is asking, are you going to play / buy Cyber Bomb Rush for PS5? That's the Jet Set Radio style game, right?
Yeah, it's I ordered it from I Am 8-Bit.
I didn't know it was getting a physical. Do you think?
Oh, it's been available.
Do you think I would like that?
I have not played it.
But I mean, based on what you know of my taste and what you know of Jet Set Radio, like I don't.
Yeah, that's a darn good question. You should try. Just or
Yeah,
Just
I played a tiny bit on, because it was pre-installed on my HDMI Xbox. I was like checking it out when I was looking for games to capture, but it had like weird resolution, so I decided to not capture it. But
wait, which what did?
Jet Set Radio on OG Xbox.
Oh, okay.
Like the resolution just looked weird. It was not like a good game for like capturing like nearest neighbor Xbox or something. Like I was looking for games where it would look, where the effect conveys correctly, and it looked kind of like it looked like the horizontal resolution was low or something in that game. It looked weird. I don't know. I wasn't like super feeling it. Like I love the art style of what I've seen of Bomb Rush Cyber Funk or whatever it's called. I love the art style.
Did I get
I don't know if it's for me.
Oh, it's Swig Art. It's an even better name than I could possibly have ever imagined. Swig Art. The Buddy Crystal is created with the collective wisdom of mankind.
Swigert!
The Buddy Crystal gave humanity power, windy to fight along. Oh, hang on,
the Buddy Crystal was created with the collective wisdom of mankind. The Buddy, can you imagine something being created with the collective wisdom of mankind, and it's like called the Buddy something?
The Buddy animals. In the words of biologist Kesan Kuna, in order to face the superior numbers of the demonic horde, we needed comparable resources. So we chose the fish as they have the largest population on this vast oceanic planet. With a look of anguish, he continued, I love fish and devoted myself to their study. But in the end, it was I who sent them into war. In Kesan Kuna's hand, he held a piece of sushi. And he's like, I'm sorry. I mean, come on. I can't imagine a human being writing this. And if so, that's real impressive. I think that is, if this was just written word for word by someone who is completely stone cold sober, I would be so impressed. Right? I mean, it's amazing.
Cool decision.
I mean, I haven't looked at Chat GPT in a long time. Here, let me see if I can log in. And I'm gonna
play again. I'm gonna play with this. With this cool looking gun.
Save the planet. Get ready.
Okay, I'm gonna start a new chat with Chat GPT.
Okay.
I'm gonna say, come up with a story for a spiritual successor to Space Harrier. It's not Space Harrier, but it's still pretty weird. All right,
but even weird, really.
Oh man, this is gonna be good. Oh man, it's going to town. This is okay. Okay,
it
this is
literally
good.
writes what it says, and that's gonna be funny.
Okay, so it even came unprompted. It came up with a title for the game.
Oh yeah, okay.
It's called Dimension Drifters: Astral Echoes.
That's a pretty good name.
Is it right? Dimension Drifters: Astral Echoes. All right, here we go. This is like 10 paragraphs. In the distant reaches of the multiverse, where reality folds and warps into bizarre landscapes, a new cosmic adventure unfolds. Dimension Drifters, Astral Echoes, takes you on a journey through the surreal and the strange, paying homage to the classic space harrier while introducing a fresh and mind-bending narrative. The protagonist, Zara Cosmos, is a skilled pilot and spiritual traveler with the ability to navigate the cosmic currents between dimensions. One day, while experimenting with a prototype spacecraft, Zara inadvertently stumbles upon a cosmic anomaly known as the Nexus of Echoes. This mysterious rift connects countless parallel dimensions, each with its own unique set of challenges and strange inhabitants. Guided by an enigmatic cosmic entity known as the Harmony Oracle, Zara embarks on a quest to restore balance to the fractured multiverse. The Nexus of Echoes, once a source of cosmic harmony, has been corrupted by a malevolent force known as the Discordant Shadows. These shadows feed on the chaos of each dimension.
Discordant shadows. I mean, I gotta be honest. It makes more sense than the story in the game.
It makes more sense than this. These shadows feed on the chaos of each dimension, destroying reality and spreading disharmony across the multiverse. Equipped with a versatile spacecraft, the Echo Runner, Zara must navigate through surreal landscapes, battling bizarre creatures and facing mind-bending challenges in each dimension. From gravity-defying floating islands to surreal landscapes inspired by ancient mysticism, each level is a visual feast that challenges the player's perception and reflexes. The Echo Runner is not just a spaceship. It morphs and adapts to the unique properties of each dimension. In one dimension, it might sprout wings for aerial maneuvers, while in another, it transforms into a sleek, high-speed hovercraft. Players must master the ever-changing capabilities of their spacecraft to overcome the challenges of each dimension. As Zara progresses through the Nexus of Echoes, she encounters other drifters, beings who, like her, have the ability to traverse dimensions. Some are allies, while others have succumbed to the allure of the Discordant Shadows, becoming formidable foes. Each encounter reveals more about the mysteries of the multiverse and the true nature of the Harmony Oracle. The ultimate goal is to reach the heart of the Nexus of Echoes and confront the source of the Discordant Shadows. Along the way, Zara unlocks ancient spiritual powers that enhance her abilities and allow her to manipulate the very fabric of reality. Dimension Drifters, Astral Echoes is not just a game. It's a surreal odyssey through the cosmos, blending classic arcade action with a deep, mysterious narrative and visually stunning, ever-changing landscapes. Will Zara Cosmos restore harmony to the multiverse, or will the Discordant Shadows plunge reality into eternal chaos? Only the Dimension Drifters can decide the fate of the Astral Echoes.
It sounds like Ernest Cline wrote that. The guy who wrote Ready Player One. Doesn't it kind of? I mean, I guess if anybody has read it or listened to it as I have, if that makes sense, it does feel like it sounded like something.
There were two super chats. I'll go for the second one first because Joshua Helmke with a $2 super chat said, "Mark, post this in the description." That's a good idea. I don't know if there's room for it. I don't know how long descriptions can be. There was also a notification that Shadow Mask has been a member for 30 months in a row.
30. Dang.
Saying this game is a piece of swigert.
It is. I mean,
I'm not saying that's a good thing or a bad thing.
And Shadow Mask in his hand held a piece of sushi.
Well,
I just want to like write that as like the follow-up to like any narrative or like anything you write about yourself. Like in my hand, I held a piece of sushi. Like it doesn't have to. It's just like a good way to end any kind of story.
That's the twist.
That's the twist.
And like it recontextualizes everything else that was just said.
Everything has changed because of the sushi. I don't know. Is anybody here
you know, when
are they going to get it? Are you going to get this game because of this stream, or is there anybody that's like decided not to get it because of the stream?
Well, like when you see what GPT can come up with in seconds, like it's you see why it's like such a tempting technology to use, right?
For sure.
Like it's kind of crazy. Not saying good or bad, but it's something.
The other one.
It was a lot more coherent than any story in this. So now I'm thinking that wasn't written by it.
Which makes it a lot more impressive. But yeah, I can. After I play this a little bit more, I can hop in some stuff that I haven't played on this system yet. Although I'm kind of getting into this habit where I'm like booting games to an extent, just to
Cool decision.
I don't know, just so it installs whatever patch it might have or anything like that. Sometimes it just holds onto it. It doesn't like install it right away unless you boot the game.
Oh. So what are you trying to do now?
I'm just playing. I'm just trying out this other gun.
Oh, okay. So some of the guns do change.
Well, this one I'm not quite sure exactly what it does, but it makes like a shadow of me. But I'm not sure if all enemies will fire at that instead or what that does.
Scott Snyder has been a member for 39 months in a row. Take that, Shadow Mask, in your 30 months. Saying, I have this game ordered, but I wish I could put some money down on Try's AI game.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dimension Drifters, Astral Echoes. Who wouldn't play a game named that?
I know. Like, it sounds like a 32-bit generation game, or maybe like a PS2 game.
What? I don't know. Dimension Drifters, Astral Echoes sounds pretty.
Like, who would make
Sounds
that?
pretty 2023 to me, really. Or,
I mean,
I guess like PS3 era, maybe.
yeah, it sounds like a gosh, what was that series of games called? They had like the toys you scan into it.
Oh, Skylanders?
Skylanders. Is that still even a thing? Is Skylanders dead?
I am so confused on that because like it was like super big for a long time, right? And then like it just like suddenly was just not a thing. And like I'm unclear if they revived it in some capacity or not. I don't know.
Because I feel like doing the Spyro remasters or remakes seems like a way to like make people forget about is Skylander stuff. Because Skylanders, wasn't it like a spin-off of it?
Was Skylanders Activision or
I don't know.
Ubisoft? I thought it was Ubisoft, but maybe it was Activision. Man, speaking of Ubisoft, I had no idea about this until John was talking to me earlier today. Did you know there's some like weird like Ubisoft multiverse show that's like on Netflix now?
Is that the thing that... No, it sounds familiar, but
It's
I don't
called
know.
Captain Laserhawk?
That's what it's called?
I'm assuming it's new. I don't know. Like he was talking to me
Wasn't
about
that
this
like an
today.
NES
Captain
game?
Laserhawk.
Wasn't there Captain Laser? Wasn't that like a NES game?
I don't think so.
It has Rayman.
John said that they took all the weird Ubisoft stuff and turned it into some weird cyberpunk animation thing. It's got Rayman, Jade and Paige, and Sam Fisher.
What? What?
And like,
So when you say like I heard Rayman, but then it's like actually it's got like the guy from Splinter Cell in it.
I know it sounds like this should have been made like 15 years ago, right?
Sounds like it was written by an AI.
And, like he says, like Rayman is like some like totalitarian cyber villain.
Wait, who is?
Rayman.
Wait, Rayman's the bad guy?
At least in what John was watching.
That's wild.
There's like he showed me this screenshot of like Rayman eating sushi off the back of like
in his hand, in Rayman's hand, he held a piece of sushi. I guess, huh? he sent the fish to die. Rayman was the one that sent them to war.
He's like eating sushi off the back of this like anthropomorphic lady cow.
That sounds wild. Like it sounds so weird.
He said it's like so bizarre. It's kind of actually good. Like I don't understand why this exists.
Yeah.
I can't believe it exists.
Yeah, but also it's like kind of appreciate the balls they have to make it.
Yeah, I don't get it. I mean, I don't have Netflix right now, so
Like what kind of I mean, like what kind of budget does something like that have, I wonder?
I have no clue. It's I mean, it's animated. It's like you know, 2D animation.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Like, yeah, why does this have like early 2000s era Ubisoft characters? I don't know.
I mean, honestly, it's probably as close as we will get to like a Beyond Good and Evil 2 in the end.
Yeah.
Because I mean, that's honestly like after all this time.
Yeah. Have you played through Beyond Good and Evil?
Yeah.
Like, did you play like back in like in there or later? Like, what system did you play?
I played it on PS2. Not when it was new though.
I got it on GameCube when it was pretty new. Like, I mean, it'd probably been out a few months.
I wonder how long it would take me to, like, how many times you would have to replay the game to finish that unlockable map. Because I'm just really curious what the turbo mode is like. I want to know if it's just like a faster mode. That's the only thing I kind of want to do before I move on to something else. Although it is 10:30, isn't
it? I'm going to look up Captain Sky. You're right, Captain Skyhawk is an NES game.
Yeah, that's the one I was thinking of. I think it's like the isometric plane game.
Well,
right?
it's developed,
like
it's developed by Rare.
Is it like it's an isometric game, right?
Yeah, it looks okay. Like it's like isometric, and it's got these like kind of like they kind of look like a cross between like Space or Afterburner and like the NES Top Gun games.
Oh, weird.
But yeah, it's got these overhead isometric flying parts. So what? Yeah, what the heck is the deal with that? I mean, that's a game that I've never paid any attention to. Clearly. So yeah, why the heck would a Rare game published by Milton Bradley be the title of a Ubisoft crossover thing on Netflix in 2023? Don't ask me. That is strange.
Getting better.
Craig Want is loving this soundtrack.
Oh, cool. I mean, that's one of the coolest things about it, I think. It's original. It gives it a lot more character than it would, without it. I think.
Yeah, I can see that.
It looks like I got 2.5 hours of this game captured. I probably have enough
I should think so, yes.
to talk about it for.
But at
a
least you've
minute
got
and a
like
half.
some different costumes and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. That's why. And different weapons,
Do you have it go into the ninja and then out to the capture card?
Nope, I just use a splitter. I just use one of those
Oh, okay.
easy coup.
But I mean, I wonder if there's any reason to not just use the pass through. Well, I guess if you wanted to capture without using the pass.
Yeah. I have a.
Like, I wonder if the pass through would work with it being off. Probably not.
It doesn't. I've tried it. And sometimes it doesn't send out like a perfect pass through because it just like doesn't.
Oh.
I mean, as far as I know, like it might. I think you can turn off like HDR and stuff like that. I'm not sure if it is perfect the way it passes through. Because it's just meant to go to like a external monitor just for viewing, I think. But I don't know. I just don't use it. There's no reason. I have mine on wheels, like a little
Wheels?
like a tripod thing. I can wheel it around. Yeah, I'm definitely having a good time with this game. It's certainly it's not a bad game.
You've had a hard time putting it down.
Yeah.
I thought I mean, not that I'm saying I want you to move on to something else. I just thought you would have wanted to, but now you just keep playing.
Yeah. I can understand. Like, I feel as though it would probably lose a lot of its appeal after a day or so.
Yeah, the whole daily challenge thing seems kind of
Yeah.
Richard Coop says it's a weekend rental.
It is. It totally is. Yeah.
Yeah, I noticed that too. Dave Rodus says, "Why was there a second character on screen a minute ago?"
Oh, it's just because that's my special move apparently for this gun. It makes
Wow.
another person a decoy. A decoy.
I see.
It's kind of like a mix between Panzer Dragoon and Space Harrier, but also what was the other one we talked about? But it was closer than the actual Panzer Dragoon. So what did we say? It was
The remake?
Yeah, well, it's very close to the remake. It looks a lot like the remake.
It has that kind of sort of visual quality.
Yeah.
Um,
I don't remember what it was. I think it was somebody in the chat said, "Oh, it looks closer to this thing." Yeah, Rez.
Attack
that's it.
Animal Gakuen.
Yeah, Rez. It like the lock-on feels closer to Rez.
Ah.
It's close to those, but not as good as any of them.
I need to play Rez sometime. Do I have Rez? Let me check if I have Rez.
Did you ever finish Child of Eden?
I did.
This is fun.
Oh, that's right. I've got Rez in the Cubed collection.
That's right.
Is that a good version?
Yeah. And it's backwards compatible, I think, too. I think.
What else is in cubed?
That's all the Mizuguchi games.
Let's see. Well, not all of them. All of them up to a point.
Well, it's just the ones that came out on Xbox Live Arcade.
Right. It's every Extend Extra, Extreme, Lumina's Live, and Res HD.
Right. Yeah,
Lumina's
it's really
Live
fun
even
seeing,
something
like,
you
what
can
people
play
say about
offline?
The music in this. Like, some people are saying, like, oh, it's terrible. Some people are saying the music is absolutely amazing. There it is. Swigart.
I kind of like pronouncing it Swigert.
Swigart. Yeah.
Swigert.
That's probably the correct way to say it, honestly.
Probably Swigato.
Apparently there's a one-hit death mode in this too. Probably have to do that to get all these.
Like, are you like playing on a particular difficulty level, or is it just as what it is?
No, I'm just playing on the normal. I'm not doing anything special, I don't think. I don't know if there is a selectable difficulty level, honestly. Arcade mode probably has it.
What mode are you playing?
I think I just make it kind of like a story mode or whatever. I just know that the arcade mode is under the like options or whatever settings.
Oh, Damian Antonelli says I was going to buy this game for the gameplay, but now I'm absolutely buying it for the soundtrack as well.
That's cool. That's cool. I'm like, it's super unique. Oh. What?
Kaylee Gamer says Wayne and Garth would love this. I'd be interested to see how they would approach a video game review.
Totally like out of left field. I know that you're really behind on the Marvel stuff, but I really felt that Loki season 2 was excellent.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was.
So it's finished. Is it finished now?
Yes.
Okay.
I thought it was
I mean,
really good.
I was expecting it to be pretty good. I was hopeful.
It really like sticks to landing. Like the
Yeah?
ending is good. Yes.
That's good to hear.
Which is like kind of doesn't happen that often.
Yeah. You know, I was shocked. I did the Marvels come out this weekend?
Yes.
I saw something about it today. I'm like, wait, what? I didn't hear anything about that coming out.
Yeah, it's probably gonna be like end up being like their first like flop, I think. I think it looks pretty good. But
Yeah, I mean,
I don't feel
the
I don't
teaser
feel
trailer
like,
I watched seemed kind of cool.
Yeah, I just don't feel.
Yeah,
like
then it was just totally off my radar.
Yeah. I mean, I will watch it probably when it's on Disney Plus, obviously, but
I've got a lot of Marvel catch up to do as it is.
yeah, I
It'll
just
be a
really
little
felt that
while.
Loki season 2 is you could almost watch that without watching anything else. I just felt like it was like the finale was super good. The way that it ended is very good. I thought the whole season was really strong, but the way that it ends is it was. I liked the ending so much that I went back and watched just the ending portion again the next day.
Wow. I mean, would you say it's the best Marvel Disney Plus show?
Oh, by far and away, yeah. But I felt that about the first series too.
Yeah, I
Yeah, I mean, I kind of felt the same way about Moon Knight. Like, it just didn't work for me all that much either.
it was fine.
There's just too much stuff going on, I think, is like the real problem. Oh, look at that. That big chonker
I liked, like, the end of Moon Knight, I didn't like as much as the rest of it. But, you know,
Let's see if I can find
the first half I thought was pretty fun.
Start a stage.
I saw someone abbreviate Moon Knight as MK in the chat, which made my mind go to Mortal Kombat. And guess what? Drum and I watched on Thursday that I'd never seen before.
The first Mortal Kombat? No.
I mean, I've seen Mortal Kombat and Mortal Kombat Annihilation.
Okay.
That's the name of the second movie, right?
Yeah.
That's terrible. Yeah, but the first movie is good. No, we watched Bloodsport.
Oh.
Which I thought was, like, awesome.
Yeah. I mean, that's what the Street Fighter movie should have been. Yeah, it should have been modeled after.
I mean, I'm sure Street Fighter. I mean, not just Mortal Kombat, but I would say Street Fighter 2 was probably pretty heavily inspired by that movie, I would guess. Yeah, I mean, I thought it was great.
Yeah,
like the guy who's like the bad guy, who's like obviously like the inspiration for like Liu Kang,
right?
Like he was great. Like his expressions are like straddle this line to where they should be so goofy, and yet like he's just like so thoroughly evil that like the look on his face is like absolutely terrible. Because he just like takes like so much joy in like being so sadistic. Yeah, I was very impressed. I thought it was great.
I don't care about these breaker stages. Like, it's making me go all the way to the end to unlock the like anything about like turbo mode. I'm wasting all my money to open this stuff. How do I open that?
Craig Wan says, I don't know if it's your cup of tea, but I'd love to see one of you guys play Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. The DLC covering the final season of Dragon Ball was awesome.
That's cool. Like, you know, I thought about getting that for my son. I got him Fighters, and he like played it for a minute.
Is that the
that's the fighting game?
Kakarot the newest game, or
it's
something?
like an RPG, I think.
A new RPG?
Yeah, I think so.
Huh.
All right, should I play something different? So would anybody be okay if I play something different?
Sure. Wrap up with a little bit of something else.
All right.
There was a $2 from Joshua Helmke saying
there's a trophy for playing the game for 50 hours, by the way. There's a $100 trophy. Come on.
What?
Come on, Ultra. Come on.
You Suzuki, who do you think you are?
Come on.
But there was a $2 super chat from Joshua Helmke saying, Mark, I challenge you to watch Samurai Cop. I've heard of Samurai Cop. It does sound like it could be good times.
I'm gonna get the fluffy crown. Collect all stars and get Collect all stars and get stars fluffy. Get stars. I got an idea for a mode. Let's call it Get Stars Fluffy. Girl.
Here, I've still got Chat GPT open.
$100. Can you just leave it on? I wonder.
Let's ask Chat GPT.
Oh, should I try you want me to try the Ease 10 demo? I've never tried it yet.
Oh yeah, go for it. I mean, there's gonna be a lot of story. You'll just want to.
Yeah. Is that okay with everybody?
Yeah,
I've not tried it yet.
I'm going to ask Chat GPT to come up with a game mode called, what was it? Get Stars Fluffy?
Get Stars Fluffy.
Oh man! All right. So, in this, oh man, it's so detailed. In this whimsical and enchanting game mode, players embark on a celestial journey to fluff up the stars scattered across the cosmos. The stars have become dim and dreary, and it's the player's task to bring back their brilliance by giving them a fluffy makeover. The gameplay, there's 10 steps to the gameplay here. First step, select your Fluffinator. Players choose their Fluffinator, a cute and customizable character equipped with a magical fluffing device. Step 2, navigate the celestial realm. Players explore a vast and colorful celestial realm filled with floating platforms, asteroid fields, and interstellar landscapes. Step 3, fluffing mechanics. Approach a star to activate the fluffing minigame. Stars have different fluffing preferences, indicated by symbols. Players must use their magical fluffing device to match the correct patterns. Step 4, avoid cosmic challenges. Beware of cosmic challenges such as meteor showers, black holes, and space debris that can hinder your fluffing mission. Maneuver carefully to protect your Fluffinator. Step 5, team fluffing. Join forces with other players to tackle larger stars that require collaborative fluffing efforts. Team coordination is key to success. Step 6, fluffy upgrades. Earn stardust and cosmic rewards by successfully fluffing stars. Use these rewards to upgrade your Fluffinator's abilities, unlock new fluffing patterns, and enhance your cosmic navigation skills. Leaderboards and competitions. Complete with other players for the title of Supreme Fluff Master. Leaderboards track individual and team achievements, fostering a friendly competition among celestial fluffers. Seasonal events. Experience special seasonal events where rare and unique stars appear, offering exclusive rewards. These events may introduce challenges like time-limited fluffing or special celestial phenomena. Cosmic critters. Encounter adorable cosmic critters that assist in the fluffing process or pose additional challenges. Some may even join your Fluffinator as companions, providing unique perks. Fluffy galaxy completion. The ultimate goal is to fluff up the entire galaxy, unlocking a special reward for all players when the celestial realm is aglow with the fluffiness of rejuvenated stars. Get Stars Fluffy combines teamwork, strategy, and a touch of cosmic charm, creating an engaging and lighthearted gaming experience for players of all ages. I can't hear Coury.
I've just been watching this. I think I love how this looks.
How what looks?
Ease 10.
Oh.
It has more of a cell shaded look.
Daily Gamer says, okay, I'm fluffed. I was so absorbed in learning about Get Stars Fluffy that I lost track of what you were doing. Well, I guess that got Craig Wan laughing.
I wonder if this is one of those demos that let you continue from it when you play it. Like the full game, since like, oh, look at that mustache. Look at our mustachioed captain.
Oh wow, I was like, I had to click live. I somehow fell way behind, I guess. Like you weren't even in the game yet, so I was confused why you were talking about it.
I'm just skipping the stuff. I just want to get this.
Adoru.
I'm just trying to get to the
Adoru
fighting.
Kuristen.
Oh. Here we go.
You know, I've played the demo of 9, so I'm not sure if I kind of forget how it felt, but I felt like the rhythm of the attacking felt very similar to like Oath and Felghana.
Oh yeah,
Ys
for
Origin.
sure.
Like more so than I remember Ys 9 feeling. I don't know if maybe it always felt that way.
No, I mean those 8 and 9 are very much like, I mean, but all those are very like fast slashing and.
Right, like I mean, does the rhythm feel different to you compared to like 8 and 9, or is it sort of similar?
It feels similar, I think. Like they all feel pretty similar. This does look really, really clean.
I mean, that's, you know, honestly, I think there's advantages to these like simple graphics on these 4K systems, right?
Yeah.
Like it looks clean. There's not like so much just high frequency detail, you know, like I don't know. Sometimes I like these simple visuals with high resolution, you know?
I think 9 was not based on the Vita engine. It was like their own engine, but it was before. It was more of a test bed for this. So it's kind of inconsistent. I'm skipping all the stuff. Oh, we got the title card here. I mean, this is day one play. Like all Ys games are day one.
They haven't announced
No,
the English version yet, have they?
Yeah, of course it's got to be
Oh, it'll come.
already
But
happening, but yeah, time will tell if it's more like Ys 8 or 9. But already it has the brighter feel that 8 has. No, I'd rather play it where I could understand from the start. This is good enough. This is good enough taste for me.
I mean, this game has a lot of kanji. The reading is pretty advanced, I think.
Yeah.
Even just reading like the hiragana and katakana though, like I had a hard time like understanding, like parsing some of the font was challenging for me. The font is like kind of difficult to read, I think. Yeah,
it does look really, really clean. Just like look at her eyes.
Yeah.
It's kind of awesome.
Outside, some of the roofs, like they look like they've got like sort of textured tiles, but once you're up close to them, you can tell they're like actually really flat. I thought like some of the roofing didn't look that great, but I overall really appreciate the very clean.
Yeah,
appearance.
I mean that's it's yeah.
I mean, it's ease, and
Yeah,
it's also designed to run on Switch. You know, I mean, it's Falcom. This is the tier of game they make. You know.
Yeah. Okay, there is jump. It does look more cell shaded.
I played up until you can go like outside into the fields here. Like if you just follow the quest markers, you get there pretty easily.
So narratively, I guess this takes place between 2 and 4. Since since Oath and Felghana is after Salsetta.
So, I mean, 1 and 2 are always first, at least in terms of the Adol games, right?
Yes, yeah.
So this is chronologically his third adventure. Then, huh?
1, 2, this, 4, 3, 5, 8, 6, 7, 9.
Wow. That's
I don't know. I don't know if that's completely right, but that's like the best I could do, like off the top of my head, without writing it down.
I am impressed. Even if you're wrong, I'm impressed. like to have approached that with such confidence, whether you're right or not, I'm impressed. I'm sure you're very close if you're off at all.
Oh, there's the music.
Oh yeah, do 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 do. It's exactly Metroid.
I keep on wanting to hit square to attack. I just want to get outside here. Oh, nice. Okay.
I mean, it takes a few cutscenes.
Yeah.
But you'll have the girl with you shortly. You can do like some sort of like linking attacks, like you hold like R2 or something, and then she like immediately like snaps next to you, and you can do like combo attacks with her.
Yeah.
But otherwise, she like runs around and does her own thing. It's interesting.
Wait, 3 is not before 1 and 2. It's 1.
Yeah, 3 can't be before because Adol meets Dogi in 2, right?
Yeah. Or in the first one, I think. No, Origin is not Origin 3. Is its own thing. 3 is Oath and Felghana.
I mean, doesn't Origin take place like hundreds or even
it's like hundreds of years before?
Huh?
It's hundreds of years before.
Yeah.
Yeah. Origin is 0.
I mean, Origin isn't even like the third released game. Like it would probably be the 7th game, maybe. Was it Ark of Napishtim and then Origin? I'm assuming. Maybe.
Nah. I feel like Origin was after Oath and Felghana. Origin was like the last one to use that engine, I think.
Let's see. Okay, it was Napishtim, Felghana.
Yeah.
Then Origin. So Origin was the last one. There in the between Felghana and Origin, there's something called Ease Strategy.
Yeah, it's on the DS. I have that. You know, there's a European version of it that's in English.
Huh. You've probably told me about that before and I forgot. There's also Ease versus Trails in the Sky?
Yeah. I mean, that's not...
It's on PSP. That's not what?
The countering is a lot better in this one.
Oh, yeah.
In the other one, it's more of just a flash. You can't really see it. And that's
compared to 8 or 9.
8 and 9. You know, your blocking move, your parrying move. You know, I got that Legend of Heroes Nayuta game, which was a PSP game, but they made it like ported it to the PS4.
Okay.
It's a side story, like a Legend of Heroes side story. I guess that it's almost not connected, but it plays a lot like an Ys game instead. Alright, here we go. So I think you just have the 2 characters in this one.
That's as far as I know, but I couldn't figure out if you can like actually switch to her.
You should. I bet you can. It seems like
she has her own level, but like I don't know. I couldn't figure out what button like actually switches to her. Maybe you get that ability later, but it seemed like you can like work with her. So like I think if you like hold like R2,
that's kind of cool.
Yeah, it's neat, right?
Yeah. So you have the benefit of having a second playable character, but you still control Adol, which is what I would do anyways.
Yeah.
That's what I prefer to do, at least when I'm on my first playthrough.
I mean, I liked in like 7 and Celceta, I liked like the ranged characters. But yeah, I think she's your only companion. But it's like, yeah, it's kind of like Ice Climbers and Smash Brothers or something, right? Which is kind of neat.
She looks like from Legend of the Valkyrie, kind of.
Yeah, her. You're going to go into like a building shortly, and she changes her outfit. Since I skipped the cutscene, I didn't see that like giant anime sweat drop on Adol in that cutscene. It's just kind of funny to see that, like that kind of like a more cinematic camera angle.
Yeah. The eyes do look really good. They look so crisp.
I think like probably the best looking like anime style eyes I've seen in a game is Xenoblade Chronicles 3.
Oh.
They look really good because they've got like this depth and perspective to them. Like when you see the eyes from an angle, like they're actually like much more like oval shaped. Like the shape of the eye like changes drastically depending on like what angle the camera is at. They're really, really well done. But yeah, these look nice and crisp too.
Lots of back and forth here.
I'm sure it makes sense in English someday.
There it is.
Yeah. Powder Cake says the I's and E's are easy on the eyes. Easy eyes. Easy E's.
Alright, trying to go outside finally. I need to.
I'm really curious, like, what causes Adol to team up with like this pirate captain? Question
more
mark.
like a Valkyrie.
Just
kind of.
attacked his ship.
It feels like a Valkyrie or something. All right, am I going outside finally? I got to hear that opening area music.
Oh yeah, the grassy
it's
fields.
Always good. Although I just don't think that anything can match or even exceed. Oh, that's good. Does sound like Sunshine Coastline, but that's like top tier. It does not get better than that. There you go. There's my save spot.
Yeah, so I guess she is kind of got like a Valkyrie sort of armor because it's Nordic. I mean, I'm assuming this is like more of sort of like a northern culture that you're exploring here. I mean, I do like the setting. I mean, that is true, Chris V. He says, that's just what Adol does. Survive boat accidents and befriend the prettiest local lady. It is a habit of his, I suppose. And then go murder wolves to the beat of cool music.
A little bit more blood than normal. You don't get that much blood in it.
Oh yeah, they're like kind of like burst.
Yeah.
It's a bloody explosion.
It feels like slightly slower than 8 and 9, but in a good way. Like it still feels plenty fast.
Yeah, I felt like there was like a very sort of intentional, methodical rhythm to the movement and combat that I appreciated. But I can't really compare it to 8 and 9, as I've only played the demo of 9. Did he just give you a potion or something?
Yeah.
You've officially gone further than I went. Yeah, Lynn, Coury's just checking out the demo for Ease 10. It's on the Japanese store.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's already awesome. It's fun to play, and Falcom games have such a feel to them that nothing else even comes close to emulating, I think.
You know, we did a community directorship poll on the Backloggery a few weeks ago. And the theme this time was me, Drum, and Lind each picked a game that we want the other to play. Like something that's like a bit outside of their comfort zone or something that they haven't tried before, but we think they would like.
Mm-hmm.
And for Lynn, I picked Oath and Felgata.
Oh, nice.
Because she hasn't played an Ease game, and I think she'd like them.
Yeah.
And for Drum, I picked Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart.
Oh, cool. So wait, so this hasn't happened yet?
It's not going to happen because people voted for Drum's idea, which was actually for me and Lynn to co-op a game called Wilmot's Warehouse.
Oh.
It's like, I guess it's kind of like Overcooked.
Huh.
but like a warehouse, it's probably going to be a disaster. So people voted for that. I still would like Drum to play a Ratchet and Clank game though, and for Lynn to play an Ys game. I think those would be good things to stream.
Yeah.
Oh, Lynn says, I don't think it's like Overcooked. It's organizing stuff and then filling orders. I feel like Drum made some analogy to Overcooked. Oh, yeah, I am. That's right, Zodiac. I'm wearing my Still Loading podcast Captain N shirt. I love the art on it. It's great.
I wonder if it has like a just attack as or block just as attacking me. I can parry it, and or if I can dodge also, and it will slow. In 8 and 9, you could dodge like the last second. It would slow everything down, which is like one of my favorite gameplay mechanics in any game.
Only in
like
9?
What's that?
Only in 9?
No, in 8 and 9.
Oh, okay. But so is that here, or maybe you have to
I don't know
unlock
yet.
it?
I tried to do it, but nothing was attached.
You probably unlock it later, I bet.
Well, it seemed like I could parry in the same way, right? Hit it like just as they were attacking. But if I hold down R2, which is like the button I hit to parry, that's where it does the combine stuff. I do like.
Ooh, Cloud FF7. That's a good idea. I like that. I would support that plan.
I would play Mega Man X.
Yeah, for Lynn to play Mega Man X. I mean, everyone should play.
Oh, she has her own life bar too.
I mean, she has her own like level and stats and everything.
Huh.
I didn't notice that she has. Where is it?
Her life. Oh, when I hold it down, it shows up below. If I hold down R2,
Oh, okay.
like another one shows up.
I see. But you haven't figured out if you can switch directly to her yet, or if I do like. I do really like the way that you like link together though.
Yeah.
For combat, that's really cool.
No, it doesn't look like. I'm not seeing anything. If there's a way to.
I mean, maybe
I
it's
can
later.
do
I mean,
the flash dodge.
there's almost certainly going to be a part of the game where like Adel's out of commission and you play as her instead.
Yeah.
Probably, but like I don't know if you can just like switch to her. I bet later on you can do it if you want, but I do think the way she works seems pretty good.
See, some people would look at what I'm looking at right now and say, "Oh man, it looks like garbage." And it's like certainly not impressive, but it's just very clean. It's exactly what it needs to be.
It's clean and colorful and pleasant, and it's cozy.
Yeah. I like how the mountains look. I like how this world feels.
Okay, Urameche says you can switch to her, but it's later.
Okay.
That makes sense. I mean, as it is, I think they introduced a lot of gameplay mechanics in a pretty short time here.
Yeah.
I mean, of course, we're skipping cutscenes and stuff, but still.
I'm just tooling around here. Okay, how big does this map look?
DA is saying, Corey, you told us that for a 60 FPS Ys 8 version, PS5 is the way to go. Is it the same for Ys 9? Or is the PS4 version just fine?
No, Ys 9 does not run that great on the PS4. Like, it runs fine, but there's definitely, like some stuttering
Right. But I don't think
there was a PS5 patch that came out for the PS4 version, but I would just get the PS5 version. I wonder if those are like hard to find already or not.
Yeah, I never got the PS5 version of 9.
Of 9?
But I know that the PS4 version of 9 plays just fine. But Ys 8 runs at 60 frames per second on PS4 as well, right? So
yes.
Like I don't know how consistent it is, but it's like definitely perfect on.
But
I don't think it has like 4K support like the PS. So I think like. And also, the PS5 version has a 120 FPS version.
Yeah, only at 1080p though, I think.
Yeah, it's 1080p, 120. But yeah, you can do 4K 60 on the PS5 version. But yeah, it's the PS4 version is good on PS5, but just it's good 60 FPS. But not as high res, and doesn't have the 120 option.
Yeah, I would say don't get the Switch version of 8 either.
That's right. Uramashi points out that you have to set the PS5 to 1080p to actually get the 120 FPS mode, which is, as far as I know, fairly unusual behavior. Like normally, if the game could do 120 hertz at all, even if it's only at 1080p, like if you have 120 hertz set to automatic,
whatever I did, I'm controlling her now.
Oh, was that automatic, or did you accidentally push a button?
Oh, you hold down. Oh, square just changes them now.
Just tapping it?
Yeah.
Huh.
So something must have happened that allows that to happen. Oh, she has more moves than me too. More moves.
Oh, like ability, like
yeah,
MP
like
abilities.
Yep. Uh-oh. See, I don't mind that this takes place between 2 and 4, but I've been saying it. Oh, it's like a grappling hook. Oh, that's cool.
Oh. It's very like Ratchet and Clank-esque the way that like locks to that target.
I do feel as though they just are having a really hard time, or they don't have this desire to have him like grow up very much or like age at all. That's why.
Yeah,
they keep
I mean, I
back.
think older heroes are a hard sell in Japan, I think.
I know, but it just sucks because I would love to have. I mean, I've said it so many times, like an old man Adol game.
Oh yeah,
where he has like a big red beard. Right? Like how awesome would that be?
Oh yeah, it'd be great.
I mean, like how can they not feel the same as I do? Well, you can't say it wouldn't sell well, but because they'd never tried.
Yeah, I mean it's just, but I mean that's just such a Japanese trope. Is like, I mean I don't know if it's like entirely accurate, but like the idea of like, you know, an adventure story or just like adventuring in general to Japanese people is like, you know, when you're young is the time for, you know, adventures and stuff.
But for
and when you're old, that's when you know, settle down, and by old they mean like 23.
Yeah.
I mean, how old is Adol in his oldest game?
And 9. I think each game is like a year after each one.
Right.
I think he's like 17 in the first one, maybe.
So he probably gets up to like 26 or 7 or something.
Yeah.
So thus far.
He might be 15 in the first one. Okay, he's 9. He's like 24. Yeah.
I mean, that's
I think
pretty
it would be real
old for a
cool.
Japanese
And
RPG hero.
You know, somebody says, "Oh, you know, he'd be like old grouchy Adol," and like they
rule.
better not make him grouchy because like one of the things I like is that he's so nice despite everything, you know, and so positive. I would like an old. You would think that he might be grouchy, but he's actually like super chill and nice, and you know, all about like helping out.
All about helping out.
What am I doing here?
You're equipping abilities.
Oh, here we go. No? Alright.
But I mean, you know,
I
people
think that would be really
point out how unusual it is for, like, you know, Clive in Final Fantasy 16, right? Like, he's by far like the oldest main character in Final Fantasy.
Yeah. I hit square to attack.
Now, I know he's only early 30s, but still. I was gonna say armored.
Oh, you can revive the other one.
Armored. What did it say? Armored bite? Armored biter? Armored. No, armored.
Oh, the armored biter.
No, it's not biter. It's by. I don't know how to parse the last. It's Amudo by.
This is reviving each other.
Maybe it is biter. I don't. Baita. I don't really know. I'm not good enough to parse the end of that. Oh, you died. They were trying to introduce some sort of mechanic that
Ooh, I like
we
the
didn't
Toy
really
Story
understand.
music,
Man, that's pretty cool. Pretty cool.
Yeah. I'm excited for it. This will be a day one, you know, and I will play it immediately. You know,
If it comes out in 2024, it'll be on the games we played in 2024.
heck yeah, I think it'll be out next year. It better be. I do like the Tusker music. Well, I think that's obviously gonna do it. I hope everyone has a great week. Thanks everybody who donated tonight, and we'll see you soon. Hopefully, that Tink episode will hopefully maybe be out this week if everything goes to plan.
We'll see. I'd love for it to be possible.
Yeah. All right, everybody.
It'll be close. It'll be close no matter what, though, for sure.
Yeah. All right. We'll see you soon, and take care.
Good
night.